From the shadows of the underground, where every rift tells a story, and every note leaves a scar.
Records, legends, and lore, breaking down classics and so much more. Metal, goth, punk, and everything between, exploring the music that shaped the scene. Maniacal, music, musings. Maniacal, music, musings. Where darkness meets distortion.
You're listening to Maniacal.
It's okay if you want to.
No, I don't care.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Saturday special of Maniacal Music Musings. I am your host, as always, the glamorous, the prestigious Jeremy. And yes, I don't have my co-host with me. I'm sorry. He'll be back eventually, hopefully, for these. But yeah, actually, he might be back next Friday, hopefully. We can do that one late enough.
Really?
But
Wow.
we could do the Friday ones later, so it kind of works. But
Right.
no, nobody else has shows on Friday, I don't believe. But, well, and we are doing a new bracket because I personally won the wheel spin again last time. I don't know why it keeps landing on me. I kind of wish it didn't. I wish other people had chances. But I meant to take myself off the wheel spins for a while after this, I think. But I wanted to pick something that was a mix of genres, a mix of decades, just a mix of music throughout time. And I was looking through all the playlists. The benefit of being the one who makes them is I have all the playlists on my Spotify, so I can look through them all. And the music differences in these parts stood out to me. And I'm like, you know what? This is a lot of good playlists. I'm like, let's fucking go with this. And after doing the top 34 metal songs about weed, it kind of continues the topic we were going on anyway. So, but it makes it more enjoyable for everybody because it's not just heavy metal. It's all genres of music. And so here we are, folks. Part 1 of the Ranker Top 150 Songs About Drugs bracket. So pop them, smoke them, sniff them, whatever the fuck you do, and sit back and relax and watch. But
chew them.
That too. But joining me is my usual group of musers. They're back. The ones who don't like metal are back. So, of course, we have Dean Bose of Family Plot Podcast, as always, regular here. And returning after being gone for a couple weeks, Lisa and Phil from Yaha Podcast are back, thankfully.
Hey, it's really great to be here.
Sorry, we had to skip last time.
It is what it is. And of course, always joining me now is Mr. Max Payne, former wrestler.
Very happy to be here.
Oof. And I will say,
resident
this
celebrity.
playlist at first, I didn't think I'd have a hard time. Literally, the resident celebrity. But I didn't think I'd have a hard time ranking this playlist when I first heard it. But after listening to it for a week, when I was ranking it yesterday, I was like, oh my god, this is getting fucking hard. Like, this is difficult as shit to rank these. So you may hear me cursing a lot because I didn't really look at the matchups when I was putting in the info for them yesterday too much, and I just didn't want to know ahead of time because I didn't want to sit there all night thinking about it. But we'll see which way it goes as Dean gets off the first matchup with the lowest ranked song on this whole fucking bracket. Number 150 ranked, Wildin' 'Cause I'm Young by Kid Cudi from 2010, going against number 72 ranked, The Pop by Tool from 2006.
The third one. Go back up. Yeah.
Boy. To quote Triumph, the comic insult dog, which puddle of vomit do I lick? Let's see. I guess given that botula goo, I'm going with Tool.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly I know which way this one's going already. I don't have to fucking really. We could skip this whole matchup. I already know which way it's going. But Wild and Because I'm Young was literally number 36. There's only one song I ranked lower than it on my list. I love rap, but it's like Aaron once said to me, it's got to be good rap. And this is not good rap. This is just Kid Cudi saying over and over again, Wild and Because I'm Young. Wild and Because I'm Young. Dude,
Yeah, it was.
write a real song and then talk to me.
In fact, I'm surprised I
I
gave
say
it
that
a
about a
5.
man who's won. This is also a rapper. This is also a rapper who has won many awards. He's won Grammys for fuck's sake. So I don't. Not for this song, I'm sure, but other ones. But the pop one, it's not bad for Tool. It's not bad. Tool, I'm very hit and miss on, as everybody knows that they've heard the last few brackets we've done. I'm hit and miss on Tool, but this song ain't bad. It's not. I think it's off the same album that was on the Weed Song bracket last week or 2 weeks ago. I think it's not the same album, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I gotta go with Tool. They're definitely better than Kid Cudi. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Definitely Tool. I like the punch when he goes high. And yeah, as far as the Kid Cudi thing goes, I just it's rap. That's it.
Lisa's not down.
It's not good. So Tool, yeah.
There will be better rap on other parts of this. I guarantee you that. But and that means Tool is already moving on. But Max, which way would you have gone?
I would have gone with Tool. I agree with the rap of this. It was interesting. It's worth a listen, but sorry, Tool gets my nod.
Maybe once.
Yeah, right.
I kept hoping that when I actually listened to it with headphones on finally at work to rank it, like that it would be better in headphones. And I'm like, nope, not better.
Yeah.
But some of these songs got a lot better with headphones. A lot of these songs actually improved with headphones on compared to listening to them in the car. So I mean, it always makes a difference somewhat, but
yeah,
not with that one.
I agree.
But Phil, which way would you have gone? Since this went out, so we get to the good matchups.
Well, to borrow another Triumph quote, which one of these would be best to poop on? And I think I'll go. I think I'll go with Kid Cudi. I like his nick as a rapper, Kid Cudi. That's a cool nick. But it was kind of a plodding rap. You know, we're a rap friendly household, but it's like.
Yeah.
It's kind of a plodding rap, but it's not even like Bahamian. It's not. You know. I don't know. I just didn't find it very
good.
Yeah, just not that great. And you know, the pot, you know, it was Toolsy, and that it, you know, is instantly recognizable as Tool. And yeah, so I'll go with Tool on this one.
Which means we have a sweep in our first matchup, as we all saw coming, I'm sure. But
oh,
the rest
I'm sorry, Jeremy.
Oh, yes. The royalty broom. Sweep it is.
The clean one.
And after this matchup, folks, it might get more difficult. Because a lot of these matchups are going to be fucking hell. But the next matchup is going to get started off by me. And it's a 2000s versus 90s matchup. That was 94? Really? Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that when I wrote down that it was 94. Holy shit. But it's number 149 ranked. This is The Place by Red Hot Chili Peppers from 2002. Going against number 71 ranked, All Night Train by the Allman Brothers from 1994. I feel like that's wrong, but I feel like the Allman Brothers were not putting out music in the 90s, but I could be wrong. But either way, All Night Train was my number 27. I like the Allman Brothers. Whipping Post is one of my favorite fucking songs, but this song was okay. It wasn't that great. Allman Brothers are good, but this just wasn't one of their hits. And this is The Place. I actually have a soft spot for the Chili Peppers. I really love his voice, and I love Chili Peppers. You'll find out later. There's other songs of theirs I like better, but This is The Place ended up being my number 8 because I do like that song a lot. It's a really good song, and it's not as good as other ones they do, but it's a good song for Chili Peppers. And I don't like everything they do, but pretty fun. They're a pretty fun band to listen to always. But Lisa, which way did you want to go?
I got to go All Night Train. I liked the bluesiness, and I did like it better than This Is the Place.
I mean, I've run some all-night trains, but that's a different story. But
Mhm.
Max,
Sure you have.
my college days were wild. But Max, which way you want to go?
Oh, yeah, but if you're talking about young boys, it doesn't count. The college days don't count if you're talking about young boys.
I was
No,
I was
Max.
not a I was not a Catholic, Max. So
It's funny because I was born and raised, so I'll just usher along a very difficult situation for me because I was born and raised in Utah. I know. I'm sorry. You can feel your sympathy. I can feel it flowing towards me now. But there was a guy named Brigham Young who made This Is the Place very famous. And so if you're born and raised in the state of Utah, it's almost a sacrilege to use This Is the Place as anything other than the godly send that it was from Brigham Young. So I love the Allman Brothers too, but sometimes the jam band mentality gets a little out of whack with them. And I dig the blues. I really do. It's fun to sit and just and this song has really got that bluesy feel to it. But the Chili Peppers is that song is a heartfelt. You can feel. I just watched a special on them, and they the guys and the drugs and shit those guys went through. You can tell this song is a real heartfelt crying out of dealing with fucking drugs. And when you've got all the money and all that kind of fame and fortune, it must be a never-ending battle. So I go with the Chili Peppers on this one.
And I mean, yeah, I mean they basically were the Motley Crue of the '90s. So
yeah, no shit, right?
'80s they were fuck. What Motley Crue was in the '80s, what Motley Crue was in the '80s, they were in the '90s. So
and they
100%.
lost their guitar player.
And we also can't forget to give the great credit to Flea, the drummer, for voicing Donnie on Wild Thornberry.
Absolutely.
It froze. I know the fucking shit froze. I'm aware. But Phil, which way
This
you
is
want to
where this is where you're missing Harley, Jeremy. But Max, I didn't know you were a Ute.
I am a Ute. I was
Oh, which way
born
you wanna
deep.
go?
I was born deep inside the Zion curtain. I was from Utah. I'm from BYU territory.
Wow.
That's how Ute I am.
I don't think I've ever.
Were you raised Mormon?
I was born and raised.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's why I actually one of my songs, like CJ, I have album projects I'm working on, and I've got a whole album's worth of projects that go to an album called The Zion Curtain, because that's where I was. I heard Utah County called that once, and it's stuck with me forever. So yeah, I'm from the heart of the beast.
Nice. All right. I don't think I know anybody from Utah. I didn't until now. So, but anyway, the Allman Brothers. This is '94, so this is long after Dwayne Allman has left the celestial plane. So I don't think it's sacrilegious to necessarily go with the Chili Peppers, but I did like it. I did like All Night Train a little bit better. I do like the Chili Peppers, like Blood Sugar Sex Magic and stuff off that album, but I think I'm gonna have the Allman Brothers by a nose on this one.
Which, if y'all can hear me, which I'm finishing the cigarette on the fucking side so I get better Wi-Fi. But that means Dean's a tiebreaker. Which way you want to go, Dean?
Okay, here's the thing. There's only a handful of songs by the Allman Brothers I really like, and this isn't one of them. So I'm going to defer to Monsieur Flea and the Red Hot Chili Peppers as being the champions in this matter, and that is where my vote is going to go.
And the Chili Peppers take it. I couldn't
Because
be happy.
Philip had the vote for the Allman Brothers and ruined my yup.
Sorry. You can have one later. I'm sure there'll be one.
I came to mess with people today, I guess. Just can't help myself.
Thank you, Phil, for keeping us all in check. We appreciate that. God dang it.
Happy to serve.
Yes.
Yeah, he wants to sleep in the same room.
I am
with me
taking
tonight.
Jeremy, you're leaving.
He has to do
No,
something.
I'm moving into the house where moving into the house where Wi-Fi is going to be better, and I'm not going to fucking keep freezing.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's messing with your set. The lockups. I have to say I think we are missing Harley a little bit here. Just
I hate when that happens. Yeah.
It's always even if everything else is the same, it's always nice to have the person there.
right. It's kind of like when you're not on
When
one of
you're
our
used to it.
podcasts. It's
Yeah.
not the same.
Well, you and Aaron are both kind of laconic and deep voiced. So
Yeah.
I think you need that feminine counterpoint.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just sit here and hey, let's go.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Let's talk about the Zion Curtain.
Yeah.
Tell us about any of your experiences in the Zion Curtain.
Well, I don't have I only have a few experiences. One doing comedy in Utah.
Yeah,
which
that's
is-
what I was hoping for right there.
which is interesting because you can't use the word fuck there. They get really upset. I don't know why. I do not know why, but they don't like it. Ooh, fuck makes them so unhappy. And the thing is, it had to happen for most of them to get there. So I
It's
think
'cause they
someone
all-
really needs to
They all desperately
explain
wanted to deny that they do it. That's why.
But one of my favorite people in the world is a Mormon. His name, believe it or not, is Rod Norman, Norman. But I usually, when I talk to him, refer to him as Rod the Stormin' Mormon Norman.
Ah, nice.
Because I like alliteration and things that rhyme. And
Yes.
he puts up with me wonderfully. And I put up with his religious nonsense. And so we get along.
The extent of my
Because he
Utah experience as my cousin Vinny, where I pulled that line from.
Ah,
Well,
your cousin Vinny.
I'll quickly tell this story, but I had a professor in college who was my professor for a few different classes. He was like my admin. He was my advisor too, and he taught all the travel classes. And he was telling us a story about when his family went to Utah. They're driving their RV through like the West, and they stopped in Utah. They literally stopped just to eat some lunch before they kept going. And a cop literally came up and knocked on the door of their RV and was like, "What are you doing here?" And they're like, "We're just eating. We're gonna leave shortly." He's like, "Well, I would suggest you leave sooner than later."
Who? What? Why?
Why?
Talking about Tales from Utah. Yeah.
Certain parts of Utah don't like outsiders.
Hmm.
But
Right.
I mean, my co-host Scott Malachi from Global Strangeness that I know Lisa and Phil met him before, but he lives in Utah and he says like it's a weird place to freaking live. Like,
So it's kind of provincial in areas. That's probably true of a lot of country.
he hates California where he grew up, so he wanted to move like somewhere else. But he said Utah is weird, but it's better than California. He said. But
it's funny because most people don't know this. That there are two other states that celebrate Utah's Independence Day. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, Illinois
they?
Illinois because the Mormons left there, and California because the Mormons didn't make it there. So yeah, They actually
But-
celebrate the 24th of July with the Mormons. So
Yeah.
Oh,
That-
we
most
can
people don't, most people don't know that. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Well, I
So-
thank Dean for I thank Dean for making Red Hot Chili Peppers move on, and that means that Lisa gets to start the next matchup off, and it's going to be a 1977 matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know it's a 1970 matchup. You're clapping, yay! And it's going to be number 148 ranked Death by Misadventure by Ted Nugent versus number 70 ranked One Track Mind by Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers.
Okay. Can you scoot it over a little?
Yeah.
Back up, hon. It's the second one down. Okay. Right here. Okay. It's been that for the last 3 casts, just so you know. Okay. I like the words, but it's way too heavy, so I have to vote for Johnny Thunder and the Heartbreakers. I really liked, even though it's heavy metal Beach Boys, and I liked it.
All right. And how about you, Max?
You know, this is if you know Ted Nugent, there are 2 albums of his that really piss him off. It's Ted Nugent, and Cat Scratch Fever, and the reason is because Derek St. Holmes got the notoriety as the frontman for the band, and Nugent didn't fucking like that at all, and he said it publicly over and over and over again, even though, in my opinion, his 2 best albums are the albums with Derek St. Holmes, which is Cat Scratch Fever and Ted Nugent. So I'm a huge Ted Nugent fan, and I actually really love Death by Misadventure. The other song is really cool, but I love this era of Ted Nugent, so I'm gonna go with Ted.
And see, once I'm inside next to the fucking router, the Wi-Fi is perfect. So,
There you go.
There's no smell.
plus it saves my life because I'm not smoking as much. So, but Phil, which way you want to go?
Well, isn't Ted a teetotaler? I thought that was ironic that he would show up on the drug list.
Yeah, well, I think
was
that's
no-
the point, isn't it? Is that, you know, I think that's kind of the point of the song is.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was a huge Ted Nugent fan when I was a kid, and I still appreciate the guitar riffs and everything. He's really a talented guitarist. But I really liked One Track Mind. I like the Dick Dale guitar sound of it, the punk rock angle. I just really liked it. So I'm going to go with One Track Mind.
Which brings it up to Dean.
Oh, well, Dean's going to go this way. Fuck Ted Nugent and everything he stands for, and the horse he rode in on, and the horse that horse rode in on, and anything else I can think of about the man. So One Track Mind gets my vote.
And it gets the win because of that hatred. But yeah, I mean, as ICP once said, Ted Nugent, so you like to hunt a lot. Who gives a fuck? But yeah, One Track Mind was number 26. It was a good song. I liked a lot of these songs, and it was a good song. It had a lot of hard competition, but it was a good song. Death by Misadventure, I didn't like until I heard it in headphones, and then I was like, "Oh my god, the guitar in this song is fucking unbelievably good." So, Death by Misadventure is my number 6 because I'm voting for the music. I'm voting for the art, not the artist, because I don't give a fuck about Ted Nugent. I really don't.
He's horrible.
I love Cat Scratch. I love his music because Cat Scratch Fever is one of the greatest songs of all time, and I don't care what anybody says. Pantera did not do it better, but
No fucking way. I agree with Dean though. I agree with everybody. I am not a Ted Nugent fan. It's this harkens back to the days of the guy who wrote about Kurt Cobain in the Rolling Stone when he killed himself. He said, Kurt was the point of it is Kurt was actually a really nice guy and the music business fucking killed him. Ted Nugent's not a really nice guy, and he's a fucking asshole. But he makes, I grew up in the era of he made some pretty badass shit, but he's a fucking dickhead.
Which
Yeah,
there's a lot of
agreed.
artists from that. There's a lot of artists from that time are fucking assholes nowadays.
Absolutely.
And I will say the music didn't kill Kurt Cobain. Courtney Love did, but another
You're one of
story.
those guys.
Agreed.
They actually just announced a couple months ago that they were looking into it again and that they're pretty sure that she did. But that means that Max gets to start the next matchup off, and it's gonna be a 90s versus 20. It's gonna be a 90s versus 2010s matchup, and this one might be a little interesting. I think these are two lesser known artists for this group. I think, but it's number 147 ranked, "Rolling" by Soul Coughing from 1998 versus number 69 ranked, giggity, "Crack Rock" by Frank Ocean from 2012.
Okay, what was the first song again?
"Rolling" by Soul Coughing.
Sorry, Soul Coughing. Yeah. I don't rank. You guys all do things a little differently than I do. I don't rank the bands and the songs from 1 to whatever the number is. I write little notes about them and what I think, and because both of these are bands that I'd never heard before, I actually liked both of these songs a lot. It's funny, Soul Coughing. I couldn't. It felt like I was trying to figure out his drug of choice because it's not so obvious. I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna do a Dean on this. I'm gonna flip a coin, and I'll go for Crack Rock with Frank Ocean.
And Phil?
Well, so yeah, you nailed it. I knew Frank Ocean by name only, but couldn't pick a song out of a lineup. But I did like his song a little bit better than "Rolling." The song "Crack Rock" reminded me a bit of a song by Corinne Bailey Rae called "Girl Put Your Records On" musically. So it gets sort of a pop, sort of a groove, sort of a pop groove to it or something. But I liked it better than "Rolling." So.
All right, and that's gonna bring it up to Dean.
Well, man, I'm a huge fan of Soul Coughing, so move aside, let the man go through. I am voting for Soul Coughing.
For me, I never heard of Soul Coughing until this bracket. I never heard of the band. "Rolling" was my number 33. I wasn't a big fan of the song. Maybe they got better stuff that's not in this bracket, maybe. But I just never heard of them, and that song did not blow me away at all. Frank Ocean, I mean, you can't live these days without knowing who Frank Ocean is. I've heard him sing before, but I don't know any songs he's really done off the top of my head. "Crack Rock" was my number 28. It was right down on the bottom list too. It was a good song, but it just was too repetitive and not beat up by a lot of great rock songs.
No, it was
But-
slow.
It was still five above "Rolling," so "Crack Rock" gets my vote and the win because of that. But which way did you want to go there, Lisa?
I'm gonna hit one for "Rolling." I really didn't care for the Frank Ocean song. It was slow. I just don't care for it. I'm not "Rolling." I prefer "Edibles," but still. And "Rolling" was low on my list. It was just 0.6 of a point higher than Frank Ocean's song.
I
You have
mean,
some complicated metrics there.
Yeah.
I will say Frank Ocean has a good voice. He really does. That's one of the reasons I did like the song.
Yeah.
But that means
Not
that
gonna argue.
Phil gets to start off. We have another 90s versus 2010s matchup, and it's going to be number 146 ranked "Wave Motion Gun" by Marcy Playground from 1999 versus number 68 ranked "Blood for Poppies" by Garbage from 2012.
Oh.
Well, I like both of these. Wave Motion Gun seemed to have like kind of a retro sound that I liked. But I'm a big fan of Shirley Manson. And I like the whole imagery of this poppy. There's a character in the show we're watching right now where one of the characters' names
Yeah.
Poppy.
Yeah.
And I know that Shirley Manson was a Susie fan, and there's the Poppy Day from Join Hands. And I wondered if there was some connection there. But I like kind of the lyrical structure. It has like sort of a Mediterranean lyrical structure to it, and the chorus is actually not the strongest part of the song. But I'm going to go with "Blood for Poppies."
And Dean?
Blood for poppies.
Yeah, Marcy Playground. I'm not their biggest fan. I mean, the only song they ever really got big on was "Sex and Candy," and I'm not even a big fan of that song. But Wave Motion Gun was my number 29. I ranked it pretty low. It was just boring. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I would listen to it again. It just was. I'm not gonna go looking for it. Garbage. I never really got too familiar with. I mean, and now you say Shirley Manson. I'm like, okay, I know her name, and now that makes sense because I know her name. But Blood for Poppies was my number 10 because I thought her voice was incredible. I thought the song was incredible. Everything about that song kind of blew me away. And I follow Garbage on Spotify now because I have to go listen to their whole discography because I want to hear the rest of their music. So
Yeah,
it's a good song.
she's great on podcasts too. She's been making the rounds on podcasts.
Who?
Shirley Manson.
Manson?
She's got this really thick Scottish accent. She's really cool. I really like her.
But see if you can get her. But it never hurts to ask.
Exactly.
But
Yeah. If you don't ask, you definitely don't get.
I'll ask anybody.
But I mean, trust me, I actually may start asking celebrities if they want to come on Musers. I might start working on that a little bit, just to throw out some net, throw my net, see what fishes I catch. But Lisa, which way you want to go?
I've got to agree. Blood for Poppies was better. I didn't dislike Wave Motion Gun, and I felt it had kind of a diamonds on the soles of her feet feel to it.
Soles of Shoes.
Soles of her. Okay,
The
whatever.
song by Paul Simon.
Yes,
Yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel's "Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes." But I really there was something about this I liked, and I just couldn't quantify it.
And Max, are we gonna have a sweep?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same thing on this. Hey, who's the series you're watching that's got Poppy in it?
It's actually not a series; it's a movie. It's kind of a rom-com.
Yeah, it's a rom-com we saw last night. Actually.
Yeah. I missed the end.
What was the name of this?
Oh.
I thought you were talking about the Rome series with Poppy.
It's I can't remember. It's about these two people that meet in college and they decide to just be friends.
Yeah.
And for like the next 8 years, they go on vacations together. Every year, they go on a summer vacation together.
I saw this movie.
Oh, okay.
I know it. That's why I was asking about it because I saw. Yeah, they go on a summer vacation and then they finally end up in the end. They get together and.
Okay.
It's
Emmy Award winning. I think it was on Netflix.
We watch like one movie a year, and this is the one we saw.
No.
Is it same time? Is it same time next year?
No, that is definitely not it. And that is not the same. That is where Alan Alda and a woman whose name I can't remember are having an affair, and they take a sabbatical every year in the same place. So that they can, and it's actually the same place. They go back to the same like lodge or whatever it is. They don't even go to like different locations.
People we meet on vacation.
Oh, people we meet on vacation.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that movie. Yeah. But yeah, no, I only know same time next year because it's Harley's favorite movie. But
the reason I said series is because I thought that was the name of the daughter because we get it mixed up because we watched 2 episodes of Cape Fear the other day.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking that's the daughter's name, but that's not. Yeah. But that show's tits. That show's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, incidentally, I was Blood for Poppies.
Right. Blood for
Sweep.
Sweep.
But yeah, Blood for Poppies. We got another sweep. But that means the next matchup is going to get started off by Dean. We're back at the top. And it's going to be number 145 ranked Too Late by Journey from 1979 versus number 67 ranked Beat 'O Bum by Blur from 1997.
All right. I got a couple things I got to say first here. One, friend of mine, huge fan of Journey, was going to hire a Journey cover band for his birthday party. And his girlfriend was like, dude, why not just hire Journey? Save a couple of bucks. They're not doing anything right now.
Oh my God.
Did he reach out?
No, he did not. Also, I have to share this because I saw one of the best T-shirts I have ever seen. I have laughed about it for days, so I share with you. And it was just a handful of words, but I remember them. I committed them to memory. The shirt read, "She calls me Anthony Bourdain because I eat her parts unknown, no reservations." And I think about that and I giggle.
I
That
would
said, I'm
wear that
voting for
shirt.
Blur.
I would wear that shirt in a second. But
I would too. I like that one. Anthony Bourdain was awesome too, by the way.
he was.
He was.
R.I.P. But yeah.
Play on the answer.
For
As
me,
long as you want to make it true, hon.
for me, Beetle Bum was my number 30. Blur, I always had mixed feelings about, and Beetle Bum's not a great song in my mind. Too Late by Journey, because it's fucking Journey, but Too Late is my number 2. So I have to give it's fucking Journey. Just hearing his voice as he sings Too Late, like, just blew me away. And when I saw him on this list, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a hard one to fucking put anything over. But one song got over it. But it was my number 2. I love Journey. Journey's been one of my favorite bands since I was in high school. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Oh, Journey. Blur was just whatever. But Journey, yeah, it's Journey.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
Max?
In 1975, a band called Leonard Skinner was coming through town. And a lot of times, first of all, I loved Skinner, so that was a given. I was going to see Skinner. But a lot of times, they would have other bands with them that I'd never heard of before. And it was always fun. Like, Skinner was kind of known for bringing other really cool acts with them. Well, in this case, they brought Dickie Betts and Great Southern, which is basically Allman Brothers ish, and it's Dickie Betts, and it's got that whole Allman Brothers ish thing. And I'm not a huge fan of the Allman Brothers. Like Dean said, there's 3 or 4 songs of theirs that just kick fucking serious ass, and then the rest of it is just nonsensical. It's the kind of jam I don't really enjoy. It's a bizarre off guitar thing, and it's okay. It's everybody has their own feelings. But the other band that warmed up Skinner was Journey, and they didn't even have Steven with them yet. It was Steve Perry was not with them, and I'd never seen them or heard them before, and they fucking killed. But they obviously they didn't have Will in the Sky. And then almost a year later, they came and played at a ballroom in Salt Lake City. Journey did, at a ballroom in Salt Lake City by themselves, and Will in the Sky had just come out, and Perry was now on board with them. And I could not believe the fucking difference in that band from then to when Stephen Perry joined on. I'm a huge Journey fan, especially songs that didn't get as the popular kind of mess, like "The Party's Over" is one of my favorite Journey songs, and it didn't get the great accolades, but I love all of Journey, so I'm going Journey. Sorry for the I needed to tell that story though.
So yeah, that adds to the flavor of the show here.
It does. I was trying to explain to the wife earlier that the stories about people seeing these bands or meeting members of the band are always what brings actual interest. We're not just talking our ass here. We actually have experiences with these bands. But Journey is moving on. But which way would you have gone, Phil?
Our friends saw Journey a couple weeks ago. Said they were amazing. I believe it. They are a great band. The music is tight. Really, I think people that say they don't like Journey probably have it on some sort of guilty pleasures set track list on their phone or something.
Yeah, it's like hating Nickelback.
Yeah, right,
Oh,
right.
no. I hate fucking Nickelback. That's
Stop
and
it.
I will never listen. I will never listen to one song they fucking do. I fucking hate Nickelback.
I'm sorry
But
for you.
how could
Really sorry
people who
for
hate
you.
people who hate Journey just are sick of Don't Stop Believing. That's the only difference.
Yeah, well, it is.
It's just Don't Stop Believing that fucks it up for the Journey fans.
But
But
if you're a
Bill, which
baseball
way?
fan, when Steve Perry was in the as live at the game and during the World Series, and he was there and he was leading the whole frickin' ballpark singing "Don't Stop Believe," that was fucking amazing. That was
I'm sure.
absolutely, through the roof. But in this instance, though, I did like Beetlebum for one reason, and maybe I was influenced by the name of the song, but it sounded like a John Lennon song to me.
Yeah, it sounds like a Beatles song. There is no doubt about it.
And it just, I don't know if
I think that's why it's called Beetlebum, don't you?
It must be. It must be because structurally and everything, to me, it sounded like something John could have actually sang. So,
Absolutely did.
and Journey, this was not "Don't Stop Believing" or "Who's Crying Now" or anything. It was a good song. It was a good song, but I'm gonna go with Beetlebum.
Well, Journey still is moving on, but okay. Well, there are 5 play-ins in this part of the bracket. I meant to do those first, actually, but I completely forgot I meant to do that. So we're gonna hit 5 play-ins. We're gonna do the first 3 now, and there's 2 on the other side, but they're play-ins. So we're gonna see these songs again in a few minutes. So don't get all confused about what's going on. And this one's gonna start off by me. Oh, actually, this is the easy one, but it's 2000s versus 80s. It's going to be number 143 ranked Weak and Powerless by Perfect Circle from 2003 versus number 66 ranked Sanctified by Nine Inch Nails from 1989. And it's actually funny because when Jamie was my co-host, she brought this Perfect Circle album, The 13th Step, onto the show. I wasn't a fan of it. It's the lead singer of Tool, if I'm not mistaken, that sings in that band, right?
Yeah, it's Maynard.
Yeah, I'm not that big a fan of Tool, and I wasn't a big fan of Perfect Circle. They didn't have that many songs in the album I even could put on my list. And this song is definitely not one of them. Weak and Powerless was literally my number 32. It was one of the worst songs in the list, in my opinion. Sanctified by Nine Inch Nails. I love Nine Inch Nails. This isn't one of their best songs by any means. I put it number 14, though. If she says come inside, then I'll come inside her. So, I mean, the lyrics in Nine Inch Nails always blow me away. But which way does... She's not here.
It's at least I got Lisa's scores here. I can give her scores even if she's not
yeah. Which way does Lisa want to go?
She had Weak and Powerless by 0.4 of a point in her scoring system.
Wow, she shaved that right the fuck down, didn't she?
Yeah, she's got it down to a science here. So, Weak and Powerless.
Oh, surprising. But which way you want to go, Max?
I saw Nine Inch Nails again. One of those moments where I'm a Tool fan, so I figured it would be right, only fitting to see Nine Inch Nails, or not Nine Inch Nails, but Perfect Circle. If I said Nine Inch Nails earlier, I'm sorry, I meant Perfect Circle. I saw Perfect Circle, and I got to tell you, Maynard in that band, the whole fucking concert, he stood in the shadows. He never came out and sang to the fucking public. The whole fucking thing, he stood behind this screen, and I'm like, I know how fucking Tool fans feel about Nine Inch Nails, or forgive me, about Tool. Why would they, why wouldn't he at least, okay, do it for a couple of songs, but the whole fucking concert? And as a result of that, the taste in my mouth, forgive me, Jeremy, you can tromp all over that, is really not good for Perfect Circle either. And so I'm not a huge, the Nine Inch Nails song's a good song. But I'm going to vote for Nine Inch Nails just because Maynard pissed me off.
All right. And which way do you want to go, Phil?
Well, I think I just named the wrong band. I knew that the lead singer of A Perfect Circle sounded familiar, but I thought it was the lead singer of Stained because I said it sounded like Stained. But I liked that song. I have it ever so slightly ahead of Nine Inch Nails, which I really love, like Head Like a Hole, that type of the hard driving Nine Inch Nails. But this one was just a little tedious for me, so I'm going to go with Weak and Powerless.
Which means, once again, Dean is the tiebreaker.
Am I? Well, all right. Here's the thing. I don't love Tool and I don't love Maynard, so I don't love Perfect Circle. They had a couple of songs, but by and large, I just wasn't impressed. So Nine Inch Nails, by virtue of not having Maynard, gets the vote.
They have Reznor. He's awesome. So
I'm not going to agree with that, but he's better than Maynard.
Yeah, Trent Reznor and Marilyn Manson are a fucking perfect duo. So I always had that thing for Reznor too. But we'll talk about him. We'll talk about the other guy later. The next play and matchup is going to get started off by Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
I'm back.
yeah, by Lisa actually. I'm right. And it's going to be number 142 ranked Wasteland by 10 Years from 2005 versus number 65 ranked Cracker Man by Stone Temple Pilots from 1992.
Okay. You found Cracker Man. Who did the other song?
10 Years.
10 Years?
Wasteland by Wasteland by.
I thought you said something else.
No.
I liked Wasteland, but Cracker Man, I liked it better. It had a number of the Beast quality for me.
Meaning her score 666.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And Max, which way you want to go?
It's a tough one because I fucking love STP, but man, this Wasteland song is a fucking good song. STP's on here twice, so I'm gonna give Wasteland the nod on this.
And Phil.
I do like STP, and I don't think people really realize how huge they were for a minute. Like there was an explosion. I don't know what it was, 96 or 95 or whatever it was, but
yeah, you heard about them everywhere.
It was Plush on Unplugged that did it.
Yeah, Plush. Yeah, that's a great song, actually.
Isn't it?
Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah,
it's
I love
great
that
acoustic and it's great heavy.
Yeah, but when I look back on it now, Scott Weiland, it was just it's kind of sad because his persona on stage almost exemplified someone that was heavily influenced by. I mean, he really.
He obviously was addicted to the opium.
Yeah, I mean, he was a great front man and everything, but it really taints it a little bit for me now in retrospect at how far gone he was, and maybe he didn't get the help that he needed or something. All that said, that's really not germane to this comparison. I did like Wasteland, and there's another song by STP I like better than this one, so I'm going to go with Wasteland.
And Dean?
Wasteland reminds me of the poem by the same name. I suspect there's some influence there. And that poem is bleak and dark. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Wasteland.
Which means Wasteland is moving into the first round.
Yep.
But if you gave me a tiebreaker, it would have been the same outcome. Because Cracker Man was my number 23. STP, I've always been just kind of iffy on. I've never been a huge fan of them. Cracker Man's a good song. I mean, it's definitely catchy. But Wasteland, you could in 2005. I was starting my senior year of high school, and you couldn't be growing up in the 2000s without knowing that fucking song. That song was everywhere. It was in movies, it was in TV shows, it was all over MTV,
Good shit.
VH1. Wasteland was
Good
everywhere. I never even knew what it was. I never even knew what it was called. I just knew the song. And then when that came on my freaking list, when it came on my car, I was like, "Oh shit, this song!" I'm like, I've always loved that song. So yeah, I gotta give it to Wasteland. Regardless, it already moved on. But that means our final play-in match for this side is going to get started off by Max. It's going to be number 141 ranked Suicide Messiah by Black Label Society from 2005 versus number 64 ranked I Came to Believe by Johnny Cash from 2006.
So I'm gonna sound anti-American because I love Johnny Cash, but not for all the reasons that everybody else probably does. My brother, when I was a kid, had fucking. I would listen. My favorite song of Johnny Cash's was "A Boy Named Sue," and I like all of his, like Ring of Fire, but I would never buy or put a Johnny Cash song on my playlist. Forgive me. That doesn't mean I don't love him. If I'm sitting at a party and all they're playing is old country stuff and Johnny shows up, I love it. I love his spin on 9 Inch Nails. But I got to tell you, I'm a Black Sabbath fan. You already know that. And this is as close to a Black Sabbath song as you're going to get. And Zach personifies. It's so funny. I've heard him talk over and over again about what Zach's favorite albums are from Black Sabbath. And Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and Sabotage actually is his favorite Black Sabbath album. I think the Zach song, The Suicide Messiah, I think it just fucking kills. It's a great heavy metal song.
And Bill?
Yeah, I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan as well. My favorite Cash song might be Big River. I love Big River, and I love what Grateful Dead, or not the Grateful Dead did a version of Big River that I love. But there's so many I could talk about. Cocaine Blues, Long Black Veil.
The Horse.
Yeah, but and I actually love the album that this song is from. It's almost
Tennessee Man.
this song's kind of evangelical almost. It's repentant, and that whole album, the whole thing, that whole couple of albums he did with Rick Rubin were amazing. They were like an American story. Song.
This album was this album was posthumous, but yeah.
Yeah.
Posthumous.
Yeah. You're right. You're right, Jeremy. I think. And so I ranked it high, of course, but I have to agree with Max that Zakk Wylde, huge Ozzy fan. I got a soft spot in my heart for Ozzy. We just went through the year, the year anniversary of his passing. There was a documentary on an old documentary.
Yeah, that was good.
A&E, and I was watching it.
Yeah.
I started crying.
Yeah.
It was like it was like
crushing. I did the same, brother.
Yeah, and it's like Zakk Wylde loves Ozzy, and this was the sound of this song is like the vocals between. It's like a cross between Lane Staley and Ozzy. The vocals on it, it's just fantastic.
It sounds like it's straight from Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. It's such a great song.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Suicide Messiah. All that. I'm killing some minutes here, but
yeah, this. Did I vote that? I don't think I voted.
You're
yet.
last on this one.
You're last.
Oh, okay.
You're last on
you got
this one.
twice.
I'll make up with it. Some quickies.
Okay. Oh, and okay, never mind. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. Shut up, Lisa.
And Dean?
I love some Johnny Cash. Just one, I love his story. I love the picture of him flipping off the camera, which comes from him performing in San Quentin. The photographer was taking pictures, and he says, "How about one for the warden?" and that's when he flips off the camera and takes that picture. Very famous.
Mhm.
I love the fact that the man got into a fight with an emu or an ostrich and realized you should never do that. There's just a lot I love about Johnny Cash. My favorite songs, though, are probably from later in his oeuvre, like When the Man Comes Around. I love that. And his cover of Hurt, I feel like is better than the original. So
I agree.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That video too is amazing.
So does Trent. Nine Inch Nails basically gave him that song. Well, yeah.
well, Trent said hearing Johnny Cash seeing it was like watching another man have sex with your girlfriend. So he wasn't a fan of the experience, but
Right.
But at least it was Johnny Cash.
right.
Having sex
That
with your
being
girl.
said,
Yeah.
I'm going with Johnny Cash. I mean, I love the way the man sings.
I personally am not the biggest Cash fan. I never have been. Ring of Fire and I Walk the Line are great songs. They're classic, legendary. But I'm not. Other than that, I'm not. Cash is just too depressing and sad for me. I can't do that. I need heavy. I need fast when I'm depressed. But I don't need fucking strumming a guitar once every 5 fucking minutes. But
Something taking you down.
What about Delia?
yeah,
One of the murder ballads.
Oh, I like Delia. That's funny.
but yeah, I can't believe it was number 35 ranked. And actually, when CJ saw this playlist, he said this playlist sucks. But yet but you have my favorite song, one of my favorite songs on there. And I'm pretty sure he was talking about Cash. But I didn't ask him. I'm pretty sure he was talking about Cash, knowing him. But Suicide Messiah was my number 11. I fucking Black Label Society is awesome. The fact that they literally describe the lead singer as swinging his guitar around like a Viking axe is fucking awesome. So I Suicide Messiah gets my vote. He gets the way it moves into round 1. But which way would you have gone, Lisa?
I'm going to keep it nice and short, Cash.
Yeah, well, Cash would have had a chance.
Don't enjoy heavy metal. Who's
Yeah.
moving on?
Oh, Black Label Society's moved on.
Okay.
You can thank your husband for that later. But
I'm good with it.
but that means we probably can finish off this side of round 1 with the 2 matchups we just made. And the first matchup is gonna get started off by Phil, and it's gonna be it's a 90s versus 80s matchup. It's gonna be number 144, Morphine by Michael Jackson from 1997 versus number 66 ranked Sanctified by Nine Inch Nails from 1989.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I like Nine Inch Nails. I like a lot of their, some other songs. But I'm gonna go with. I was surprised that I liked Morphine as much as I did because I don't remember having heard it before. But
yeah, Blood on the Dance Floor was late in Michael's career. It was late. It was like when he basically was stopping to put out music. But he was going through all that shit at that point. So I mean, a lot of the songs on that album are very fucking
Dark.
related to what he was going through. Yeah, but I'll say my opinion when I get to me. But Dean, which way you want to go?
All right. Who are we? Who's up against each other again? I'm sorry, I've sort of lost the plot here.
MJ versus Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, that's okay.
Morphine
That's
versus
fine.
Sanctified.
That's why it just feels like Nine Inch Nails keeps appearing.
Because they were in a play-in and they won it.
Gotcha. Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, was that the answer? I didn't know if you were-
Yeah, that was the answer. Nine Inch Nails.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Michael. This is the era of Michael Jackson I'm not too familiar with. So when I heard Morphine, I've heard the song title before, but I just never really listened to the song. It's different.
I think
It's
there's
not
more
your
than
80s.
one. No.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not your 80s Michael Jackson. It
No.
really is. It's
No, it's not.
but though, and if you actually look at the lyrics, because you really can't understand what he's saying a lot of it. But if you look at the lyrics of it, like Demerol, like your dog's a bitch, like some great lines in it. He really has some great lines in it.
Yep.
But they're close though on my list, and Morphine was at number 18, and Sanctified was still number 14 though. So I did like Nine Inch Nails slightly better because the lyrics of Nine Inch Nails were slightly better in my opinion. And I mean, there are so many Michael Jackson songs that would have fucking beat that by a mile, but just not Morphine. It's a good song, and it would have beat a lot of other songs, but not Nine Inch Nails. But Lisa, which way you want to go?
Okay. I don't love on Morphine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's chaotic, but I like it better than Sanctified. So Morphine.
Oh, which means that Max finally gets to be a tiebreaker.
Yay!
You know, I got to tell you, I love part of this doing this is reading the lyrics, and I was not prepared. I did not think Michael Jackson wrote songs like this. I'd never heard this song before,
Yeah.
and to go in and read the fucking lyrics about the fact that here's this, you know, first of all, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. I think we got him. I think they tried to massacre him, and they couldn't. They tried and they couldn't do it. I don't think he was guilty. I think he was a perpetual child, and I hope that the other side treats him as such. But I got to tell you, man, after reading Morphine and the lyrics, it was obvious. God damn, he was writing his own eulogy, for Christ's sakes. I mean, look at fucking what happened to him just a few years later.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost Demerol and fucking the propanol that he was fucking that he was injecting. I mean, it literally is his own soliloquy, if you will. And I got to tell you, I think it's a fucking amazing song. I'm not a huge Nine Inch Nails fan. I like some of their stuff. Most, you know, I mean, they're okay, but they were kind of on that edge that I wasn't that big of a fan of. And but I still love them. But compared to this Michael Jackson song, I think it's Michael Jackson song's huge. So Jeremy's not back yet, but my nod goes to goes to the icon.
Got you. So Michael moves on.
Yes. So where did we lose Jeremy to? Was that a child intervention that I think we?
Probably.
Maybe he went swimming already.
Yeah, maybe he just said, fuck it, I'm leaving these guys to do it by themselves.
Yeah.
Hello,
Maybe
Jeremy.
his wife sat down, and took over.
Yeah. I had to go put the baby down.
Yeah, I got you. You want me to put her down for you? You're small, you eat way too much, and you're a tremendous burden on your father.
You don't have a job.
Ain't that all, kids? But yeah, she went down for a nap, which is best because I don't get annoyed anymore. But that does mean Michael's moving on. And yeah, you're right. He said multiple times in this song, Demerol. So he was writing his own eulogy.
Yeah, he was. He absolutely.
But that means our final matchup in this side of round one is one we created from the other two play-ins. And so it gets started off by Dean. It's going to be Wasteland by 10 Years versus Suicide Messiah by Black Label Society. It's a 2005 matchup.
And I'm starting this.
Okay, they're right.
Yes, you are, sir.
Wasteland.
And I'm going to have to get that. They're close, but I'm going to get that big fat yup because it's my number 4 versus my number 11. So Wasteland gets my vote by far. That song, I never realized how good that song is until I listened to it again years later after it came out. I heard it all the time in high school. And I think I got sick of it, but now it's such a good song. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Wasteland.
And Wasteland moves on. But which way would you have gone, Max?
It doesn't matter, but I'm going to stick with my man, Zach. I'm going to go with the Shredder.
Well, you're gonna have 4 trolls come after you then. But which way you want to go, Phil?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Black Label Society also for the reasons that I talked about before.
Same as
So,
before.
but doesn't matter.
And that means the first half of round 1's over. Actually, better time than we usually make on these. But
Yeah.
the other side of round 1 is going to get started off by me. Oh boy. And I get it. I get a 1997 matchup to start off, and it's going to be number 110 ranked, "Mutilated Lips" by Ween from 1997, obviously, versus number 36 ranked, "The Drugs Don't Work" by The Verve. And I was introduced to Ween by a certain A.A. Ron Leckinger when he brought them on my show. When he brought "Chocolate and Roses," I think it's called. But this album that Mutilated Lips is from, Nautilus, was brought on by another man named Kevin Stoner, who I believe Lisa and Phil have met before as well. But
Yeah.
Ween,
Whatever happened to him? I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah.
It seems months. But
he had some personal stuff happen, and he just completely stopped doing podcasts, basically.
that's too
So,
bad.
he was never a podcaster really anyway. He was just our friend that would stop by and do things with us. But
We seem
he
to
was
enjoy
he
it.
never had a podcast. He loved it, but he never. I don't know. He had a lot of personal demons. He's always fighting. I haven't talked to him in years. I tried checking with him like a year ago, and he just never got a response. So it was whatever. But
Right.
I ain't gonna. I can't. You can't.
No,
You can't
so
save
much.
those. They won't be saved.
Right.
But for this one, "The Drugs Don't Work" was my number 17 ranked. The Verve, they're an okay band in my mind. They're not great, but "The Drugs Don't Work," I really love that song. It's a really fucking touching song. It makes you think about a lot of things, but it's just, it wasn't that, like, it didn't get my head banging. It's kind of like one of those songs you listen to and you, like, if you're drinking and listen to it, you probably cry a little bit. But besides that, it just wasn't a great song. Mutilated Lips by number 9, because I fucking, Ween, I learned to love through Aaron and Kevin. I learned to love Ween. I mean, it's not "My Dick Flopping in the Wind," which is the best song Ween ever did, but Mutilated Lips is, or it's not "Spinal Meningitis Got Me Down," which is one of Aaron's favorite songs, but it's
Diener and
it's
Gene.
But Mutilated Lips is still a good song, so it's getting my vote. But Ween reminds me of another band that's coming up in this bracket as well. But I'll get to that eventually. But which way are you going, Lisa?
Okay. As far as Mutilated Lips goes, I kept kind of my brain kept going to Major Tom, which is interesting to me. I didn't really find "The Drugs Don't Work" particularly inspired, but I did score them a little higher. So,
I mean,
The Verve.
if I was going through a breakup at this point, which I'm not, thank the Lord, but if I was, "The Drugs Don't Work" honestly would probably be like a theme song. But
Yeah.
that's what it seems like is a breakup theme. Is a breakup theme song. But
Right.
which way do you want to go there, Max?
So "Mutilated Lips" feels like an acid song. I mean, it just
Yeah, they were on acid the whole time.
yeah,
they
it
were-
really feels like
The album.
they just dropped a fucking few doses and they were off to La La Land.
Ween is
Yeah.
very much like Dogfish and Disco and Mr. Bungle and all those bands. They write songs for the and they're like another band's coming up in a few matchups. But
yeah, they write songs for people that are in the same state of mind as them. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, I've never done hallucinogenics in my life, but I love that type of music.
Well, I have done hallucinogenics, and they fit in well
I'm
with
shocked.
that.
I'm shocked.
Me
The
too.
Verve, I'm guessing you were playing that you've never done hallucinogenics, or have you really never done hallucinogenics?
I have not, unless pot's a hallucinogen.
I didn't. I've done. I did acid once in my life at an ICP concert, and that was the only time.
Okay. That's probably not the perfect
I
place
don't.
to do
I
acid.
never wanted to.
So I'm gonna
Honestly,
go,
it was a great night. But yeah,
you know, again, this is a coin toss for me because I don't see either one of these songs really fucking killing in the end.
Mhm.
So I'll go with Ween.
and Phil.
Well, I got introduced to Ween by Beavis and Butthead when he did Daisies.
Ah.
Mhm.
I was gonna say it's one of your best friends' favorite bands. So
Right.
Yeah, I know. This song comes from the Mollusk, which was actually one of our first Aaron's
Nautilus.
audio artists. The
Mhm.
Mollusk.
I thought it was called I thought it was Nautilus.
No,
No,
the
it's the Mollusk. The
The
Mollusk.
Mollusk. You're right. What the fuck
Right.
am I thinking of?
The whole
Oh,
thing
yeah,
has
I'm
they,
thinking of
they
a
rented a house by the beach and dropped acid the whole time.
it's a maritime theme. The whole thing has sea shanties.
Yep.
It's all over the place musically. There's like a lot of carnival music and dissonant sounds and things in this album. But this was Mutilated Lips was actually the banger from that episode.
Yeah, and
So-
and a little bit of trivia that some people might not know. Because of this album, they were asked to do the theme song to SpongeBob
Oh,
SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants, right?
Mhm.
But there was they played here a couple years ago.
Waving my dick in the wind.
Yeah, that's on there. That's on there. But
Yeah, wave my dick in the wind from this album. That's my favorite song from this album. But yeah.
they
For
played
sure.
here a couple years ago, but I was shocked at the sticker price. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of clever. Let's go see this band that we really had no interest in.
Right.
But the tickets were ridiculously high, and the venue was really intimate. But maybe
Yeah, like 600 or something.
maybe they did a performance art
Right.
version of
Jesus.
Waving My Dick in the Wind
Yeah.
or something. I don't know why they could charge that much. But
I can see that was Bogarts, right?
no, some new venue over in northern Kentucky.
Oh,
But anyway, let's put an end to this. I'm going to go with Ween.
okay.
The other
And
song was
it's funny. I tried to. Oh, go ahead.
Listless and Sleepy, I thought.
Hmm.
Yeah, it kind of. I mean, I tried to get Aaron actually beyond this part just because of Ween, but he wanted to go hiking today, so that didn't happen.
He does
But-
that, especially when he's got his
I
partner.
know.
on.
Autos
But
and-
Max, which way would you have gone? Finish us out here.
Oh, I did it. I voted for Ween.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Dean. Yeah,
Oh, Ween.
I was looking at Phil, then I saw the next window, and I was like, oh, Max. But yeah, Dean. Yeah, Dean.
Ween to rhyme with
Yeah, I figured
Dean.
you'd like Ween.
Yeah.
But exactly.
Oh.
Ween, which is what we can't get my 1-year-old to do, but it's not fun. But that means the next matchup is going to get started off by Lisa, and
Mhm.
yeah, it's 90s versus 70s again. It's going to be number 109 ranked, Father Lucifer by Tori Amos from 1996, or number 35 ranked, Rocky Mountain High by John Denver from 1972.
Oh wow. Okay. I had no idea it was about being high. I thought it was about being high in a mountain. So I didn't know it was a drug song. I do know my little bit of trivia is he and Bob Denver used to smoke together. In fact, didn't he do a guest spot on Gilligan's Island?
He could have.
Huh?
He might have.
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I seem to remember that. It's been so long. But yeah, Rocky Mountain High. Father Lucifer was all right. I found her voice for this song unpleasant.
And Max, which way you want to go?
Yeah, how do you not go for? I mean, good God,
John,
the
yeah.
fucking John
John.
Denver song is, my God, that's
That's
I
a
mean, a
theme.
guy like John Denver who played in Oh God, singing about getting high around a campfire. He was. I was born and raised in the Rocky Mountains. Fuck, man, this song was mandate. You couldn't even fucking even go to a kegger if you didn't have this in your fucking car. You know. So I'm going John Denver on this one.
And Phil?
Well, I guess I'm weird. I like Tori Amos's voice. I like Tori Amos. She kind of there's a comp there with Kate Bush. I think there's a lot of similarities in their vocal style and their song selection.
She's a '90s Kate Bush, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something really quick here about Tori Amos? I love her too. The only reason I didn't vote for her is I feel like it would be a sacrilege against John Denver.
Got you.
But I want to tell all of you a little something. If you don't know this, there's an EP that Tori Amos did called Crucify. And on that EP, she does 3 or 4 cover songs. She covers a Rolling Stones song, she covers a Led Zeppelin song, and she covers Smells Like Teen Spirit. And if you've never heard Tori Amos cover Smells Like Teen Spirit, you owe it to yourself to go listen to that version of that song. That's all I've got to say.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think I've heard that, but that sounds intriguing.
Go listen, Phil. You'll thank me, I promise.
All right. Little pretentious. She's a little pretentious, I guess. It almost sounds like operatic music or something at times, and people, it's acquired taste, but I like it.
Have you ever watched her perform when she was young?
Yeah. Well, I've seen her. I know she plays the piano in concert, and she has a style that's kind of unorthodox.
She was very sexually oriented when.
Yeah. Her legs like swung around.
Oh, she was banging the piano. That's what I think most guys were.
That's kind of what it looked like. Yeah.
Yeah,
banging those keys.
Yeah.
But Dean, which way you want to go?
I'm on YouTube.
I'm going to quote Mommy Python, and now John Denver being strangled. That being said, we're voting for Tori Amos.
Which shocking fuck.
Dean is doing a good job of giving these concise analysis that's not consuming.
He's on point today. He's on fire. Yeah. He is. Got to give it to him on that.
Which, shockingly, I never expected this. I am a tiebreaker in this matchup, and I thought this would be a sweep for fuck's sake. But Tori Amos, I never really listened to her, but Father Lucifer was the lowest ranked song on my list. It was number 37. I just did not like it. It was boring as fuck. Her voice kind of annoys me. But Kate Bush, I'm not a big fan of her either, unless it's certain songs. But Tori Amos, her voice annoys me. But John Denver, thank God I'm a country boy. My brother used to sing that song when we were kids, non-fucking stop. But wake up in the morning with the cakes on the griddle. But it's Rocky Mountain High was my number fucking 15. It's literally like halfway down the list. It's a classic song. I gotta go with John Denver. That wouldn't happen. It might not happen next matchup even, but it's happening right now, and that means John Denver is moving on. But that means the next matchup is going to get started off by Max, and it's going to be a 70s matchup. It's number 108 ranked Panama Red by New Riders of the Purple Sage from 1973 versus number 34 ranked Ship of Fools by The Doors from 1970.
Oh, that's fuck, man. It's funny because I love both those songs. New Riders of Purple Sage. I'm not when I was in school and when I was in high school, death to anybody who didn't fucking listen to metal, for God's sakes, right? I was that kid. But I fucking loved the New Riders of Purple Sage, man. They were fucking great. And the Doors, man. But then there's the Doors, and they're just. I think this song is about taking. Obviously, it's an acid song, a Jim Morrison acid song. I love Jim Morrison. I love the Doors. Yeah, they have a lot of better songs, but comparatively, Panama Reds is fucking awesome. But it's still the Doors. I'm gonna go with the Doors. I'm gonna go with the fucking no-brainer, I guess, in my opinion, but still.
And Phil, which way you want to go?
I wasn't that familiar with New Riders, and I'm a huge Doors fan. But this, as Max said, it's not one of their premium. It's not L.A. Woman, but I'm gonna go with the Doors anyway.
And Dean.
The Doors, baby. Jim Morrison would kill me otherwise.
Right. That's what I feel like. It'll haunt me in my dreams if I don't vote for him.
Yeah, these are actually pretty close to me. I never heard Pamela Red before. I know Riders of the New Riders of the Purple Sage, where the fuck it's called. Yeah, I've heard of them. But this song, Pamela Red, reminded me of like the Jeremiah Johnson theme song. So get what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
I guess it's basically reminded me of the Jeremiah Johnson theme song from the movie. But as my number
The
34,
movie Jeremiah Johnson?
Yeah.
Yep.
Really?
Robert
Oh,
Redford,
yeah.
classic Robert
Oh,
Redford.
I love that
Classic
fucking
Robert-
movie.
Classic Redford.
It
That's
was
what
shot.
the
It was
dog-
that. Just incidentally, that movie was shot. So I lived in front of the mountain Timpanogos, and that movie was shot behind at the fucking Sundance. And that's Timpanogos. It's right. That's a Utah movie too. That's why why Redford. That's why Redford lives, and that's why Sundance started in Utah, is because he found out about it during the filming of Butch Cassidy, and then he ended up buying the ski
Yeah.
resort.
Because of the way the sun would dance off the facade of the mountains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then
Which-
the other side of it was he just played. He used the money from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid to buy it, because that fucking movie
Yeah.
was just like the biggest goddamn thing in Hollywood, and it shot, and rightfully so, shot his career to the ceiling. So
I have my own argument for that, but we did that already on another podcast. So I'm not going to go into it. But Pamela Rose number 34 for me. The fuck was the other song? Oh, Ship of Fools. I ain't that big a Doors fan. I'm just not. I never can get into them really. But Ship of Fools is my number 25. It was better than Pamela Red, but not better than a lot of other songs. So, Doors already won. I'll throw them another one. But which way would you have gone, Lisa?
The Doors are okay. I mean, but I really did like Panama Red. It was fun to sing along, and it's got a good beat.
Which means the next matchup is going to get started off by Phil, and it's going to be a 90s matchup. Number 107 ranked Mojo Pin by Jeff Buckley from 1994, or number 33 ranked Junkhead by Alice in Chains from 1992.
Oh, love Alice in Chains. Lane Staley, I think, is one of the underrated lead singers of all time. So, yeah, that's a no-brainer for me. Junkhead.
And Max? I'm sorry, Dean.
Man, Jeff Buckley's
fucking wonder.
voice is haunting. I love that man's
Right.
voice. He did a
Yeah.
cover of a song called Hallelujah that's just, it is one of the best things I've ever heard.
Leonard Cohen, yeah, he redid the Leonard Cohen song, and he did it almost as good as Leonard did.
So, yeah, I'm going with Jeff Buckley.
See, wait a minute, it's Mojo Pin, and what was the other one? Oh, fuck. See, I don't. Every time I hear Jeff Buckley, which a good friend, used to be a good friend, Harvey Laguerre, brought us a Jeff Buckley song on the podcast way back in the day. A Jeff Buckley album on the show way back in the day, and I learned to love Jeff Buckley from that. But I don't want to like him most of the time, though, but I just do, because his voice is fucking haunting, and when his songs get heavy, they fucking are headbangers. Like this song, like the end of this song blows me away. But Mojo Pin was number 19. Junkhead, same thing. I usually don't like Alice in Chains. I usually hate fucking Alice in Chains, but I hate that early 90s. I hate that early 90s grunge shit. I'm just not. I never get into it. I usually hate Alice in Chains, Tool, pretty much any band Chance to bring on the show from the 90s. But
you're lucky I'm not
Freaking
there.
Junk-
I'd fucking put a painkiller on you right now. I would. You're fucking.
but
You're treading on hallowed ground. God damn it.
But Junkhead is my number 7 because I fucking love that song. That song blew me away. It's not your normal Alice in Chains song in my mind. I fucking actually love that song. So, and I asked my friend at work because I was listening to this playlist and he had to come over to go out for a cigarette when Junkhead was on. And I was like, "Is this?" And he's like a complete early '90s guy, like everybody else, like Chancey was. And I'm like, "Is your favorite Alice in Chains song?" He's like, "It actually is, yeah." I mean, he's an ex addict and everything too, so makes sense. But yeah, Junkhead gets my vote by far. Mojo Pin's fucking incredible, but it's just the beginning of the song is too slow and annoying for me. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Um, yeah, the motor or Junkhead was all right. It was kind of slithery, but I really liked the haunting spookiness of Mojo Pins. So Mojo Pins, and I did like his
Which
voice.
means, which means for the second time, tiebreaker going to Max.
Oh, hold on, Jeremy. Let me get something available for you. Alice in Chains, fucker.
I voted for it.
No, but
It
it was in protest. There was no fucking good feelings about voting for Alice. Sorry, I'm being really silly. I was in Europe when this album came out, and it fucked with me heavy, man. I listened to that. Jerry Cantrell is the king of the double stops, and their fucking music is so heavy. When I first listened to, I remember when Scary, when that fucking song first introed, and I heard that opening double stop on that song, I just went, "You got to be fucking ribbing me, man!" And I knew I was gonna love those guys. So from a guitar player standpoint, that's why I love Alice in Chains. That's why I love Stone Temple Pilots. Those '90s bands were really great at being honest to their guitar fetishes, and thank God they were, because I think Jerry Cantrell is one of the greatest of all times. It's just my personal opinion, but yeah, Junkhead kills, and I got to tell you, the Mojo Pin, the Jeff Buckley song is phenomenal, man. That's the hard part about doing these shows is eventually you gotta vote somebody off that you like, man. So that's the great part about in the end it's gonna be fun to see how this thing goes actually.
It's music survivor. You gotta vote somebody off the island at the end of the day.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm getting being too loud in the house. While the baby's sleeping, so I'm moving back out to the porch.
Well, you do have a rowdy crowd, so you got a wrestler on board. You can't fucking deny that. I'm gonna yell 4 or 5 times in the course of it.
Well, I'm a wrestler at heart, so I get rowdy as fuck. Especially when I
can't even imagine you weren't one of the boys. To be honest with you, I don't know how you did it.
One of the boys.
Oh. Yeah, one of the boys. How did you never fucking get in the business, dude?
Actually, I had a friend in California who found a wrestling school, and he wanted me to move out there and go to the wrestling school with him.
I'm shocked you didn't. Man.
It was across country. It was too scary a prospect for me in my early 20s to do that. So
I get it.
So what moved on then?
Junkhead. Alice in Chains moved on. Mm-hmm. Max broke the tie, but
I broke the tie.
That means
good job, Max.
That means next matchup is going to get started off by Dean, and it's going to be a 70s versus 90s matchup again. It's number 106 ranked Slow Death by the Dictators from 1978 versus number 32 ranked Morning Glory by Oasis from 1995.
I'm going to go with Oasis. I don't love everything they've done, but I like it better than this particular song.
And, well, actually, this one's to be interesting. These are actually very close for me. Slow Death, I never even heard the Dictators before, but Slow Death was actually a really good song. I like their style of punk, and I actually want to check out more they've done, so I've followed them on Spotify. But Morning Glory by Oasis is my number 20 because who grew up in the 90s and doesn't know that fucking song? And it's Oasis. Wonderwall is a classic. So I fucking love Oasis. But especially if you watch this show on Netflix that only got one season but was amazing called Everything Sucks, there's a hilarious episode with Wonderwall in it. But which way do you want to go, Lisa, while I go drain the anaconda outside?
I've got to go with Slow Death. It's got a
Ooh.
good headband, and the lyrics are okay. Morning Glory was all right, but I just liked Slow Death better.
Call me surprised because it's metal, one. And, kind of metal. And two, Lisa, I know you like Goodhead. But which way you want to go, Max?
Say what?
You never cease to fucking amaze me, Jeremy. Jesus Christ.
Spend way too much time on these shows.
Now you
Hey.
fucking done it, Jeremy. You pissed Phil off.
You get some tequila and Lisa on brackets and she reveals things.
So it's funny because I'm a huge fan of the Dictators, man. Their first album was called The Dictators Go Girl Crazy, and it was I'm glad that you liked them, Jeremy. Actually, that actually I'll retake the finger down because the Dictators are awesome, man. They got an album called The Dictators Go Girl Crazy, and I think on that album is a song called Manifest Destiny, or they have an album called Manifest Destiny. It's been a long time. When I saw 73, I went, can that be this? And it is. It's the same band. I know, I can tell just by their style. So I'm going to vote for the fucking Dictators because the fuck Oasis, they were dickheads and they were really shit human beings. And I think any of us who remember watching them on like MTV, they were the most ungrateful pricks that ever walked the fucking planet. That they had fans that they didn't give a shit about and didn't care what anybody thought. They just did what they wanted. And I at least want my rock stars to like maybe act like they care about the dollars that somebody's throwing into their pocket, but that's just me.
Yeah.
So fuck Oasis. I'm voting the Dictators. I'm voting with Lisa.
Yeah, I don't usually hold like, for instance, I like the Michael Jackson song, and I think Michael Jackson. I don't necessarily agree that he's innocent of anything. That's not a commentary on him at all. So I don't usually let the music. I can separate the music from the performer, but I don't like Oasis. They seem offended to be compared to the Beatles. Some cocky
That's the shit that pissed me off right there.
Yeah,
they spent a lot of time going like, who about the Beatles, and it's like, you know what, man, you guys don't deserve it.
And I did like the Dictators. I liked Slow Death, so I'm gonna go with that. Fuck Oasis.
Oh, I was gonna say, Phil, you are the tiebreaker, so you get to pick the winner, and you just did. And did I make Lisa leave? I was taking a piss, and I did not see her leave till a second ago.
She stepped out. Yes.
Okay.
I think
She's coming back though, right?
So thank goodness she wasn't. Yeah, after she heard that comment, she jumped up and stormed out of the room.
Well, I was going to say I don't think she was offended, but I'm not 100% certain. So.
Lisa does not get offended. She's
not easily offended. No.
No, that's why I love working.
Phil, on the other hand, I don't.
Yes,
think
me. I'm quite incensed at the moment.
Trust me. I've seen Lisa say things on podcasts, and Phil's like, "You really want to say that in front of a live audience?" But,
that's the reason we don't usually stream live. But
the patience of Job. That's what you have, Phil. And vice versa. That's my wife has the same kind of patience with me because I don't know how she does it.
Well, I'm an IT, so that kind of have to.
That's my wife too, man. The patience of Job. She has to have it. But that means the next matchup is going to get started off by me, and it's going to be a 2000s versus 70 matchup. Ooh, and it's going to be number 105 ranked "Drugs or Me" by Jimmy World 2004, going against number 31 ranked from an album that Mr. Max Payne brought on our show a few months ago, Hand of Doom by Black Sabbath from 1970. And how did I rank these? Drugs for Me was my number 24. Same as The Drugs Don't Work. It's a good song. It's a sad song, but it's not a song I really want to listen to over and over again. Never got into Jimmy Eats World. Even though it was my high school years, I never got into Jimmy Eats World. It was just one of those bands that the weird kids listen to in my world. But Hand of Doom was my number 13. Yes, it's Sabbath. Yes, it's classic Sabbath. It's nowhere near one of my favorite songs off of Paranoid. It's not Fairies Wear Boots, which is a way better song, but it's or any of the major hits that are on it. But it's still a good song. I think it could be shorter. I think it could be like 3 minutes long with that middle part. It'd be perfect. They had the slow part at the beginning and end kind of pisses me off. But I gotta give it to Hand of Doom. Since Max did bring Paranoid on a regular episode of the show, and that just released a couple weeks ago. So. But
Yeah, I saw that. That's
Lisa,
awesome.
Lisa, it's going to be either Drugs or Me by Jimmy Eat World or Hand of Doom by Black Sabbath. And it's your vote, and I was hoping you would come back, and I didn't scare you off.
Yeah, Hand of Doom, Black Sabbath. It beat out Drugs or Me by about 0.2 of a point. But it won. Ozzy's Acid Trip. It's good stuff. It's Ozzy.
Yeah, it's Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
And Max, as if I have to ask, but which way you want to go?
So when I was a kid, I had a friend, and he had an older brother. They lived across the street from me, and they were the doctor's children.
Mm-hmm.
And he killed himself when he shot himself with a 22 when I was just like right at that real impressionable age. And he was a very close friend. You know, I went into the room where he killed himself, and I played at their house. You know, I mean, I was still like a kid. I grew up with these guys. And when I heard Hand of Doom, have any of you ever read or heard of the book called Jay's Journal? No. Anyway, this book was written during the era of White Rabbit, you know, and the lady that actually that wrote the book, Go Ask Alice, I think, or something. Her name was Beatrice Spark. But at that time, I hadn't heard Sabbath yet, and when I heard Hand of Doom for the first time, it reminded me so much of this kid that I grew up across the street from. Every time I hear it, it brings back those memories. And not necessarily that they're not all bad, but it's one of those profound songs. I think this is just one of those great Sabbath songs. For me, it's just one of those stories that this song happens to hit really hard every time I hear it. It has such a different meaning for me because of Alden. And so this is a Black Sabbath song with a different kind of stroke for me.
Like I said, I knew I didn't have to ask even because I knew which way you were going. But Phil, which way do you want to go?
Well, you know, I don't want to be classic rock guy. I don't want to be, stuck in 1972, but this is my favorite track on the track list. Because I think Black Sabbath, when you think of War Pigs and stuff like that, I think a lot of people mistakenly think that the musical structure is simple, that they overuse this devil's chord, and that Tony Iommi's playing can be a little bit thick, but I feel like this song has like 4 movements in it, and it really fucking unwinds in the middle when they start going into the
You Must Be Blind.
Yeah.
Do something like
You
this.
must be blind to
Fucking
do
great.
the things you do. That would just fucking light up an arena. I would love. I don't think they did Hand of Doom when we saw Sabbath in 2017.
Yeah, well, especially with Paranoid having 10 other songs they could play. They
Right.
had to play live on it, right?
Right. Well, they did NIB. They did Fairies Wear Boots.
War
Uh,
Pigs,
War Pig.
Paranoid, Iron
Yeah.
Man.
Supernaut. I love Supernaut.
That's
But
our
I'm a,
Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
yeah, it's not all on Paranoid. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's from that
good
earlier.
stuff.
Yeah. So
You're
needless to
obviously a
say,
huge Black Sabbath fan, brother.
I
Oh,
am
big
a
time.
huge. I'm bigger on Black Sabbath than I love
And
Ozzy's
especially
solo
Ozzy.
work too, but I'm
Yeah.
bigger on Black Sabbath than his solo work. So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna go.
God yeah. But and that means Dean. Are we gonna have a sweep?
Um, Sabbath, baby. They were singing about me before I was even here. I didn't even know that. Hand of Doom, that's about me. That's about me.
Think about this too. The funny part of the irony of all of this was actually before Sweet Leaf.
Right.
Oh yeah. Which
So I mean, now you've
since
got the real drug song of Black Sabbath, in the one that we already voted as the greatest pot song ever. Now we got the greatest drug song ever is on the same by the same
well
band.
well just like just to let you know, Max, Sweet Leaf is on part 3 of this bracket.
Nice.
Cool.
So in 4 weeks we'll be doing Sweet because Lisa and Phil weren't there 2 weeks ago, but Sweet Leaf won the top 34 metal songs about weed.
That does not
So-
surprise me. Lisa and I were like, "Has more songs been written about weed or a woman?" And we think
Yeah.
it's a woman, but it's not.
Women.
It's not by that much.
I-
because there's a ton of songs about weed.
I have a bracket that's the top 131 songs with women's names in the title. So, women, I would say, by far. But not everybody smokes weed, but most men love women.
No,
So-
it's women, but it's
and a lot of
it's
women will sing about it
surprising.
as well.
When I was looking at this, I was like surprising. Oh well, why isn't this song on it, or why isn't that song on it? Well, that's because there's some-
Incidentally, there
There's-
was a great announcement on
there's
Bill Maher last night. He announced that weed is now the preferred decadent vice of the world. It is now beating out alcohol, cocaine. It's numero uno as the world vice.
Yeah, and if it gets federally legalized, it'll even go up.
Yeah, you know it will, and rightfully so.
It will, but
I'm
that
not
means
allowed
the
to
final.
take a weed because of my job.
Fuck that shit.
All right.
But
they're going to close the swimming
the
pool
final-
here.
the final full matchup, the final full matchup before our play-ins on this side is going to get started off by Lisa, and I'm kind of happy we're going last. I'm kind of happy we're going last on this one, but it's 2000s versus 90s, very close. It's number 104 ranked "Handshake Drugs" by Wilco from 2002 versus number 30 ranked a song off the album I brought the first time Phil came on Maniacal Musings, and it's going to be "I Don't Like the Drugs, but the Drugs Like Me" by Marilyn Manson from 1999.
Okay. I have words. I found Handshake Drugs kind of uninspired. It was just music. But Marilyn Manson, I found that to be a resounding okay. Oh, so Marilyn Manson edges out Wilco.
Marilyn Manson likes to edge out a lot of people, but Max, which way you want to
I'm
go?
still not looking up
Who am I
edges.
voting for, brother?
Marilyn Manson or Wilco?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Who do you think I'm voting for?
I honestly have a feeling Manson because the Wilco song was kind of horrible, but
I love the Manson song, brother. I'm with you on this one. 100 per.
See, now Phil, which way you want to go? Because if I remember right, all those years ago, this might have been your number 1 song off that album.
That that makes sense because I haven't went in this matchup, and I have a pretty good rank on it. I thought that off that album, which I didn't like every track as much as you did, I thought that this was one of the stronger tracks. So I'm gonna go with Manson on this one.
This has always been one of the more popular Manson songs by people who are not really Manson fans. So, yeah. which and it already's moving on at this point. But Dean, which way would you have gone?
I saw Cyndi Lauper a couple of years ago. The woman's amazing. Still,
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
lucky you are to have seen her, man.
what an
Yeah.
amazing performer she is.
Yeah.
A few months after, I saw Marilyn Manson, who is now a fat guy in a leather vest.
Mhm.
Not anymore.
He looks horrible, and he sounds horrible. But I'm still voting for him because Wilco sounds worse.
Actually, if you watch his newest video for his album that's coming out on the 13th, One Assassination Under God, Chapter 2, he actually looks like he did in the 90s. He looks like he did in the 90s again. He lost all the weight. He slimmed down. He looks exactly like he did in the 90s again, or maybe 2000s. But still,
Does he still have
he-
the general?
Didn't I hear that he was ill for a little while?
No.
I mean, I might have that wrong.
I haven't heard about him being sick.
Does he still have no?
He
Steroids or something? Because of an illness? Well, okay.
was
Because
spoken
those can make you puff up big. But okay, I'm sorry.
I never heard anything, but it's possible. I could have missed something, but it's gonna be a sweep because Manson. I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me is not even in my top 50 Marilyn Manson songs by any fucking means. There are 50
Right.
songs I like better, but it's still Manson and it's still an amazing song by him. So it's gonna be that Wilco. Will it win the next round? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, honestly, and it scares me.
So
But
Wilco's
I
gone.
mean, it will for me because for number one, but I don't know if everybody else will vote for it. Wilco's
Right.
gone, but we have two play-in matchups left to make the final matchup in round one, and the first one is going to get started off by Max,
Wilco's
and it's
gone.
going to be number 103 ranked
It just confuses me.
Special K by Placebo from 2001 versus number 29 ranked Snow Heyo by Red Hot Chili Peppers from 2006.
What's the Chili Pepper song?
Snow Hayo.
Okay.
What Lisa said.
Oh, there we go.
We write it down.
You know what happened is for some reason Spotify cut me off today right when I was getting ready to listen to that song and I didn't get to hear it. That's really silly. But I love the Chili Peppers. But I like the the Special K song seems to be I'm gonna go for the Special K song though on this one. The Chili Peppers are on the other one, and I really like this Special K song. It's about addiction, and it's pretty hardcore. I remember the lyrics on that one, and it really grabbed me. So I'm gonna go with Special K. I know I've heard that Chili Peppers song
Phil, which way you
before.
want to go?
I'm gonna break with Max on this one. I'm gonna go with Chili Peppers.
And Dean?
Flea can almost do no wrong. Chili Peppers.
I mean, he did voice Donnie in the Wild Thornberry, so he can do no wrong. But
Yeah, right.
see, Special K was my number 12. I mean, these are both songs from my 2000s era where I grew up. Placebo, I never was a big fan of, but Special K, everybody knows that fucking song. Gravity. But I mean, Special K is my number 12. It's a good song. It's up there. But Snow Heyo that's when I got into the Chili Peppers because that's off the dual disc album Stadium Arcadium, and I used to watch VH1 every morning before school in high school. And my senior year, they started playing Danny California's video on VH1 every morning. and that's off Stadium Arcadium, and I fell in love with that song, so I bought that album. And when I started college that fall, we used to smoke. We used to go roll a couple blunts and go up in the woods in my car and smoke in my first Forester and smoke blunts while listening to Stadium Arcadium both discs. So we'd be up there for like a good 2 hours just smoking weed and listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers. And Stadium Arcadium has a very special place in my fucking heart because of that. It's my favorite Chili Peppers album of all time. So Snow Hayo is my number 3. There's only 2 songs in this whole list that beat it. And then we talked about both of them already. But Snow Hayo gets my fucking vote, and it gets to move into the first round because it's a fucking amazing song about Coke. But it's an amazing song. But which way would you have gone, Lisa?
Well, in my head, I'm going to pretend that Max did hear Snow Hayo and realized it's fucking amazing. So, I love the calypso sound. I like the lyrics. It's definitely, if I had a playlist, it would be on it.
You obviously are a Chili Peppers fan, young lady.
I don't know. I've only actually I've never was into the Chili Peppers when I was younger, so I haven't had the time with all of the albums I have to listen to branch out from my usual.
I mean,
but I plan to.
I mean, if we can get Stadium Arcadium to be on Aaron's Audio Bowls, I would do 2 episodes on easy because you'd have to do an episode for each disc. But I would love those episodes. I would love those episodes. If you can get Aaron.
I was fortunate enough. I'm really lucky, so I'm going to fucking throw this in real quick. Okay, Jeremy. I was lucky enough to go to a concert. I was a security guard on Sunset Strip, and I used to work at the Palladium, and I went to see, and I think I told you this, Midnight Oil, Run DMC. I don't remember which order they were all in. Red Hot Chili Peppers and Fishbone at like a fucking dance hall. This would have been the late 80s that I saw them. So I was really fortunate to see them, but I'm not a huge Chili Peppers fan, so forgive me.
I'm not a huge Chili Peppers fan.
No,
I can name
I'm just
20 bands I like
pretending.
more.
You have your opinion,
But
but I'm still declaring it and a sweep in my head.
the last playing matchup for this part is going to be a 90s matchup. That's going to be difficult as fucking shit. And it's going to get started off by Phil. It's going to be number 102 ranked Lacquerhead by Primus from 1999 versus number 28 ranked, the highest ranked in this part, Interstate Love Song by Stone Temple Pilots from 1994.
Well, I just automatically thought I'd be voting for Interstate Love Song. But I don't know the Primus track that well, but I'm a pretty big fan of Les Claypool. I saw him recently on a interview with Rick Beato. That was great. He came across really cool in that. He had some kind of celebrity friendship in high school that I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was cool. He was just a very chill dude. I can't imagine him playing for Metallica, but
oh my God.
Yeah, he tried out for Metallica once.
Oh no, I saw that. Yeah, that was what. Yeah, I was laughing at that with you. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's such a. His style is so creative. I'm going to go with. Long story short, I'm going with Primus.
Wow.
Yeah.
You going with Primus?
Yep.
And Dean, which way you want to go? Okay, I have a feeling you're about to steal my thunder with what I want to say about Primus, but
no, I got nothing against Primus, but I don't love them either. My favorite stuff from Primus, probably the stuff they did for South Park, and that's really about it.
Motherfucker.
So yeah, and the song about the big brown beaver, because that one makes me laugh. Other than that, I'm not a big Primus guy, so I'm going to go the other way.
Jerry's race car driver.
I was just gonna say Jerry's race car driver is a
That,
pretty good.
Betty's.
My name is
That is-
Mud.
I hate that. I used to get that song sung to me all the time when I worked at this one restaurant because the one cook like found out my name was Jeremy, and he's like, Jerry was a race car driver, but me. But that song and fucking Jeremiah was a bullfrog are like my two fucking hate songs for my name. But
What?
How
do you hate Jeremiah was a bullfrog?
Yeah.
I don't
His name
I
is
don't
Jeremy,
hate
and he
it. It's
heard it
just
his
I got
whole
sung
life.
it all the time.
Mm.
Exactly.
If it's any
Fucking
consolation,
exactly.
I saw the lead
But-
singer from Three Dog Night on Oprah talking about his penis fucking exploding.
Look,
Yeah,
I have a
interesting.
best friend whose
But,
name is Dan. He can't stand the song Danny Boy because he's heard people sing it to him his entire life.
Oh
Mhm.
Well, when
I
when
get
we
it,
were,
but
yeah.
but
Oh,
Interstate Love Song. Interstate Love Song was my number 16. It's a classic song. It's fucking good. It's not great. It's good. Lacquerhead, while not one of my top Primus songs, and Lisa and Phil are the only one who get this reference ever, but Chancey introduced me to Primus. He brought on one of their greatest hits albums, and he got me into Primus big time. Besides the stuff they've done for South Park, which is fucking incredible because they did all the songs for the movie, and I would have loved to see them at the Hollywood Bowl perform the movie live and do all the songs live, but with Trey and Matt there doing the voices. But every time I see videos of it on Facebook, it's amazing. But my favorite song by them is "Too Many Puppies," fucking classic. But Lacquerhead's a fucking amazing song, and I love Primus because every time I hear them, I can't but think of South Park. And Les Claypool is fucking incredible. So Lacquerhead was my number 6. I had to go put it my number 6 because it's Primus. Primus is fucking, and Chancey will get out of prison and beat the fuck out of you if I vote for Primus. So, but which way do you want to go, Lisa?
I'm sorry, Chancey's gonna have to show up and smack me around because I did. Primus was my worst. And Interstate Love Song was my 4th. So yeah,
Eh,
Stone Temple Pilots.
Primus is you have to have a taste for Primus. You can't just, not everybody loves them. But
Right.
Max, in the final matchup, final playing matchup, you are the tiebreaker. Which way is it going to be?
There's Big Brown Beaver. I almost forgot it.
Oh, I really don't want to be the guy to decide this one because I love both these bands, man. You know, this is just one of those moments that you just go, fuck. Because Primus is so unique and so, the fact that he tried out for Metallica is just, he's a hero just because of that, you know? And the guy's just so humble and he's just, I've watched him, he has a wine, I watched him run, he has a wine brand and where he lives, and he's just eclectic as fuck. He's just he's a good human being, and I love the Stone Temple Pilots, man.
I mean,
I gotta go with,
it's a hard matchup.
You know what, STP's got that. There'll be other chances for them, I guarantee you. Plush and in the other 3 fucking deals, they'll be in there. I don't think this isn't my favorite STP song, so I'm going to hold out for the better ones to vote it because I'm going to vote my heart and vote Primus on this.
Well, since you say that, there are actually 3 other Stone Temple Pilot songs in this bracket at other points. So
Plush, Sex Type Thing, and what's the other one? Starts with a C.
Actually, none of the ones you said.
Wow.
It's Pretty Penny, Bagman, and Wicked Garden.
Well, I'm surprised Plush isn't in there. How do you get away with not putting Plush in there?
Don't know.
I did not make these rankings, but Primus moved on.
Are you
And
sure
in the
about
final
that?
matchup of round 1, which is not going to be easy, but it might not be. But The final
Still
matchup in round one, which is going to be a hard one now, but we made it. This is the final matchup. Final matchup. That was the last play-in, but we just created the final matchup, and it's going to get started off by Dean. It's going to be Snow by Red Hot Chili Peppers versus Lacquerhead by Primus. Only one can move on to round two.
I'm going to vote for Snowblind Friend by Hoyt Axton.
Okay. That works. Snow. He said Snow.
Okay, Snow. And what was the other choice?
Primus.
They could vote for Red Hot Chili Peppers, but okay.
Primus, I guess.
Open. I'm freezing up like crazy. I'm freezing up. Primus gets a vote. And these are going to be close, my rankings. I already fucking know that. 3 versus 5, and Snow gets my 3. Snow is number 3. So, Chili Peppers get. Fuck.
Your Starlink is breaking on you.
Yeah, I know. I'm back on the porch again. That's why, and I got the wife opening windows to try to get the Wi-Fi signal through them. But
You should keep.
but yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers gets my vote. Easy.
Respectfully, you should keep your wife
Red
away
Hot-
from windows and doors.
Red Hot Chili Peppers get.
No, we
Fucking
just
Christ.
lost your video. Poor guy.
Open these ones too a little bit, please.
It's all falling apart. First
Go
you
for it
lose
now.
Hartley, and then you're losing your
Before
internet.
you know it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know.
Well, it's gonna. Am I still fucking frozen? I'm still fucking frozen. Jesus Christ.
We can hear you. Just keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah,
Yeah, we
now.
can hear you.
You're fine on this
All right.
end. Everybody can hear. Everybody
All
hear
right,
you.
well, I'm going for Red Hot. I'm going for Red Hot Chili Peppers. Okay. I'm going for Red Hot Chili Peppers. Lisa, which way you want to go?
Ditto. Yep.
And Max?
You voted for Chili Peppers over Primus on this?
Still freezing.
Wow. Do I follow a trend or I'm gonna vote my gut because Primus or Chili Peppers are gonna win without me anyway, so I'm gonna go Primus.
I'm gonna sail the seas of cheese. I'm going Primus too.
Which?
What?
Primus moves
Oh,
on.
shit.
Moves out.
Yep,
Philip broke the tie with
Phil-
Primus.
Yep, Phil was the tiebreaker. Primus moves on.
Wow.
Which means that round one is officially finally over. If I could stop freezing, that'd be
Finally.
fucking great. But to get started off by me, and I might go back inside in a minute, but. Ow. Empty motorcycle bin, try to make more space. Oh, I can hear people again.
Yay.
I can hear people again. Yay. But fucking Christ. All right.
Wow. I think we lost Jeremy.
Wow, we really lost Jeremy.
Yeah,
Well,
he's locked up.
he might just be moving because For a minute there, he said he can hear people again, and then dead.
Jeremy's pegged. Well, shit. Well, where are we at? We don't even know what the matchup is, do we?
No, we don't.
Yeah.
It's round 2. It usually doesn't take nearly as long.
Right.
As long as we don't expound.
Yeah.
I'll be more quiet so Jeremy doesn't get in trouble.
And
Thank you.
I've tried to keep my expounding to
You have.
a minimum.
You've done a good job.
You have
Dean.
been very,
I-
very
We're
loquacious.
going to insert an episode of Yeah, uh-huh here in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead until Jeremy's ready.
Yeah. But
It's like a Rangers during a ball game.
Mhm.
I just reloaded to make it easier because I think he's so nasty. But oh Jesus Christ! But round 2 is going to get started off before I go back inside. By Dean. No, by
Isn't
me.
it you?
'cause
'Cause
Dean-
didn't I
yeah,
just
so-
start the
okay.
last thing?
And it's going to
Jeremy,
be
it's you.
number 72.
Yeah, Jeremy, you're first.
Jeremy, it's your turn.
I know. What I just said that.
Oh,
But
Sorry, you went
it's
out.
going to be it's going to be. I know. It's going to be the Pot by Tool versus This Is the Place by Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Pot is number 21, and This Is the Place number 8. So I gotta give it to Chili Peppers. But which way you want to go there, Lisa?
Tool.
And Max?
Tool, you just voted for Chili Peppers.
Uh-huh. I said
Please.
what I said.
You don't like this song as much, apparently.
No.
No. Oh, okay.
She's very discriminating tastes.
I'm going to go with Tool on this one.
I'm going to keep the
And
trend going.
Phil?
Suspend the suspense. Tool.
Which means Tool is moving on to the Tool is moving on to the quarterfinals. And which way would you have gone, Dean?
I would have gone with Chili Peppers.
You got a lot of split decisions.
Which means Lisa, and it's a good bracket, that means. But Lisa gets to start the next matchup, and it's going to be One Track Mind by Giant Thunders and the Heartbreakers versus Crack Rock by Frank Ocean.
One Track Mind. Heavy Metal Beach Boys, baby.
And Max?
One Track Mind.
And Phil?
Okay, so my rankings are askew here because I'm gonna call an audible. I do like One Track Mind.
Which means Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers moves on. Dean, which way would you have gone?
Not Johnny Thunder and the Heartbreakers.
Frank Ocean gets a vote. Will he get a second? I don't even know. But well, actually, yeah. One Track Mind was my number 26, and Crack Rock were my number 28, so they were close. But One Track Mind gets my vote. Johnny Thunders moves on, and the next matchup is going to get started off by Max. It's going to be Blood for Poppies by Garbage or Too Late by Journey.
Journey.
And Phil?
Garbage.
And Dean?
Garbage.
Blood for Poppies is my number 10. I fucking loved it, but it's Journey because it's fucking Journey. Steve Perry, fucking God's sake. Too Late was my number 2, so it's moving on. But it means it's a tiebreaker for Lisa. Our first tiebreaker of this bracket.
Sorry, Jeremy, but I'm taking up the garbage.
Uh,
Bye
Trust
bye,
me,
Jeremy.
it wasn't my number 28 or anything. I'm not disappointed.
She loves
It's top
twisting
10
that.
material. It's top 10 materials, so I'm good.
Hey, this was my number 3 overall. Or yeah, it's my number 3.
I'm not sad about it, so ain't no extra twist.
all,
But
all of my top 3 are still on the
Emil's
list. Huh.
side,
hmm
and it's going to be Morphine by Michael Jackson or Wasteland by Tears. And it's Phil's choice.
It's me. Okay. Let's see.
It's Phil's choice. So I don't think I'm frozen it.
No. I'm gonna go with Michael on this. Unbelievable. No, I'm shocking myself here. But
It's not unbelievable, hon.
I did recognize Wasteland from the lyric that includes good intentions, but it wasn't as it wasn't as recognizable to me as maybe others. Morphine.
Ooh, Phil's going with them.
Going with MJ here.
But which way you want to go, Dean?
I'm going with Wasteland.
And which way do you want to go? Oh, me. It's a me, Mario.
Mm-hmm.
But
Me and Mario.
yeah. It's my number 4, so I gotta give it to Wasteland. But which way you want to go?
Wasteland.
Wasteland moved on.
Yep.
And how about you, Max?
I would have
Wasteland is
voted for
moving on.
MJ. I would have voted for MJ on this one.
Beside King, and going to be Queen.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're not hearing you right now. We heard mutilated lips, but not whatever the other one would be. No, hun. Wasteland won.
Oh, did it?
Mutilated Lips versus Rock.
Try turning your video camera off, Jeremy, and let's just listen to your audio. That might help.
And Dean starts it out.
What was the second story?
Is that better?
Yeah, actually.
I can hear you at least. What's going on?
So it's the first matchup on this side of round 2. It's going to be start off by Dean, and it's Mutilated Lips versus Rocky Mountain High.
Again, I quote Monty Python. Now the sound
Dean
of John
versus
Denver
Denver.
being strangled. So whatever is not John Denver.
Look on this one.
I know this shocks people, but fuck that guy.
No, that's okay. He was not as squeaky as people say. But
So
I
which
still
way did you
like-
go, Dean?
Not John Denver.
Which way did you go, Dean? Which way did you go, Dean?
Ween.
Okay.
He went Ween.
I would say I just
I
kind of
went with
froze
Ween.
finally. So I heard he went to play with Ween, but yeah, Rocky Mountain High is number 15, and Mutilated Lips is my number 9, so Mutilated Lips gets my vote. Which way you want to go?
John
Lisa?
Denver, thank you very much.
Jesus Christ. I might go back inside. I have no choice.
Mm.
And Lisa, which way did you say?
John Denver. It's 2-1.
Oh, John Denver gets a vote, actually. And Max,
Mhm.
which way you want to go?
I'll go John Denver because he's not going to win, so it doesn't matter.
Mm,
Hmm.
We
Well,
even had
actually,
a high school in Utah.
Phil is the
named
tiebreaker,
Dr.
so that's up to him.
Hi,
Oh, I'm
baby.
the tiebreaker.
And on the
Oh.
list, they are both 7.3.
I really don't have any animosity towards John Denver.
Yeah.
I really don't. I just
Mhm.
I appreciate it, appreciate his body of work, but Mutilated Lips was a banger on our first Aaron's Audio Audibles, so it holds a particular spot in the canon of our podcast. So I'm gonna have to go with Mutilated Lips.
So the lips move on, beating out the John.
Which means Ween moves on.
Um, he's the reason I
The
won't
Lips
fly
move on, and America cries a little. but-
planes.
That means the next. But the next matchup is going to get started off by me, and it's Ship of Fools by the Doors versus Junkhead by Alice in Chains. And it's my number 25 versus my number 7, so I got to give it to Alice in Chains. But which way you want to go there, Lisa?
The Doors.
And Max?
Alice in Chains.
And Phil?
Alice.
So
Which
Alice.
means Alice in Chains moves on. Which And Dean, which way would you have gone?
I'm going with the Doors.
Yeah, made it close at least. And that means that Lisa gets to start the next matchup, and it's going to be Slow Death by the Dictators versus Hand of Doom by Black Sabbath.
I got to go with Sabbath on this one.
And
Ozzy.
Max says if I have to. Actually,
Yeah.
Max, I figured, but
I
actually thought it might be-
do like the Dictators, but compared to, I listened to the Dictators album probably 3 times. I listened to Sabbath every fucking day when I was a kid.
It's like comparing chicken nuggets to oysters
Yeah,
when you're an
right.
adult.
Yeah, exactly.
But which way are you gonna go, Phil? Or is Sabbath moving on automatically?
Yeah.
And Sabbath already gets the win. But which way would you have gone, Dean?
Did Phil vote for Sabbath?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Sabbath won. Everybody,
I only got to do your yep.
there's your yep. And it's my number 22 versus my number 13. So it's a sweep for Sabbath, the only sweep so far in round 2.
Mm.
But that means the next matchup is going to get started off by Max, and it's going to be the final matchup in round 2. I Don't Like the Drugs for the Drugs Like Me by Marilyn Manson versus Lacquerhead by Primus.
Of course. I'm gonna go with
know. Part of my heart is dying slowly in this matchup.
Yeah, me too. I'm just gonna go with Manson on this.
Just to make sure I heard that right. Yeah, my heart's withering away at this one. But Phil, which way you want to go?
I'm going to stick with Primus.
And Dean?
Hoyt Axton's Snowblind Friend, once again.
It's a write-in.
Let's see. Primus and what else? What are my choices?
Marilyn Manson.
Ugh,
I don't like the
that,
drugs, but the drugs like me. The drugs like me.
yeah, given that crap of a choice, I guess I'm going with Primus.
And that means it's down to me, and it's my number 5 versus my number 1, and Manson's number 1. This is a 9-9 matchup, which kills me because that's one of the greatest years in history. And for music especially. But Manson versus Primus, it's going to be Manson every time in my fucking book. It's 25 plus years of love versus 2-3 years of love. So Manson all day, which means Lisa is the tie breaking on the final matchup in round 2.
I'm going to break the tie with a word. Yep.
Somewhere Chancey just earned
Hmm?
2 cents.
Hmm.
Copyright.
You can mail it to him.
Yeah.
We probably owe him about $50.
So who got
I'm
bumped?
confused here.
Primus?
What?
You said yup.
Oh,
Agreed with
I chose Marilyn. I said
Yeah.
yep. Philip was joking that we owe Chancey.
Who'd you pick, Lisa? I didn't get the.
Marilyn. I said yep.
Maryland's
I
creamy.
heard
whip.
everything.
Yep.
Which I
Marilyn wants creamy whip.
it froze when you said that. It
Ah,
froze when you said moving
right.
on. Will he
Mhm.
survive the next round? Will he survive the next round? I don't fucking know. That's gonna be a tough one. But
Millennials.
we'll see.
Uh-huh.
But that means the quarterfinals fill Pot by Tool versus One Track Mind by Giant Thunders and the Heartbreakers.
Oh wow. I didn't realize I liked the pot that much, but I'm gonna go with Tool.
And Dean?
I'm going Pot.
Yeah, it's my number 21 versus my number 26, and yep, it's the Pot by 5. So they're both in the 20s for fuck's sake, but the Pot gets my vote and moves on to semifinals. But which way would you have gone there, Lisa?
I gotta go One Track Mind. But, that's okay. They were close, but One Track Mind edged.
Don't say that.
Oh, last time you could say that. And
I do what I want.
And which way you want to go there, Max? Or would you have gone, I should say?
Pot. Pot.
Yep.
I can say we all
Spark
could
up
probably use a little
But
of that,
that
right?
means the other matchup in this side of the quarterfinals is going to get
And it just partake tonight.
just
Yeah.
did, but but the other side, I mean the other matchup in this side is going to get started off by Dean, and it's going to be Blood for Poppies by Garbage versus Wasteland by 10 Years. Oof.
And I start this botula goo off.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do, sir.
Garbage, because I like me some Shirley Manson.
He is gorgeous, but it's going to be for me a close one. But actually, it's number 4 versus number 10, and Wasteland's my number 4. So I gotta give it to Wasteland. Which way you want to go, Lisa?
Pretty, pretty poppies.
And Max?
I'm gonna go for Wasteland.
which, once again, for like the third or fourth time, makes Phil the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Shirley. I'm gonna go with Blood for Poppies.
Once again, I'm not sad. There's the first 15 songs of my rankings are all fucking incredible. So I ain't sad regardless. But I swear to God, Phil and Dean are getting all the fucking tiebreakers today. It's
Yeah.
weird.
And
I did get one.
we should probably
But
do that every time.
I mean, yeah. But on the other side of the quarterfinals, it's gonna get started off by me, and it's gonna be Mutilated Lips by Ween versus Junkhead by Alice in Chains. And it's my number 7 versus my number 9, and surprisingly enough, Junkhead gets it by 2 spots. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Yep.
And Max?
Yup.
Which means Alice in Chains moves on to the semifinals. But which way would you have gone there, Phil?
Oh, it could be a sweep, depending on what Dean says.
And Dean?
What's going up against Alice in Chains?
Mutilated Lips by Ween.
Sadly, yup.
Which means it's a sweep. It's a sweep for Junkhead. And the final difficult matchup in the quarterfinals is going to get started off with me last. Fuck. It's going to get started off by Lisa. Hand of Doom by Black Sabbath, or I Don't Like the Drugs, but the Drugs Like Me by Marilyn Manson. It's Ozzy versus one of the men he created.
I gotta go Ozzy.
Because everybody doesn't know this, Manson worshipped Ozzy when he was a teenager. So, and Alice Cooper, but and Alice Cooper, but Ozzy especially. His look came from Cooper though. But which way you want to go there, Max?
Ozzy.
And Phil?
Yep, I'm gonna keep it going.
And unfortunately, Manson's voted out. It could have been to a better. It could have been to a better song, but
Look at that fucking thing. What is that?
Caterpillar.
Huh.
But Dean, which way would you have gone? That's about to ask.
Sabbath.
Dean just gave me a look like look in my eyes when I'm coming in your face. But
Interesting.
but yeah,
That's a nice analogy.
Yeah, I was thinking
but
main thing.
Manson's my number 1. I would have voted for Manson regardless. Hand of Doom was my number 13, but I can't be mad at Manson getting voted out by Ozzy. It just without Ozzy there'd be no Manson. So you gotta put it in that perspective at least if you want to not cry. But that means the quarterfinals are officially over.
Pretty hard to talk about a drug and not talk about Hand of Doom.
Yeah.
Well, I will say now, Manson has one more song in this whole bracket. So, and it's off the same album. So we'll see. But,
cool.
Yeah, the semifinals are going to get started off by Max, and it's going to be the Pot by Tool versus Blood for Poppies by Garbage.
I'll go with Tool.
And Phil?
Ooh, wow. So my rankings, these dead heat in my rankings here. I'm going to stick with just to make it interesting. I'm going to stick with Garbage.
And Dean?
Mario says Garbage.
And in my rankings, number 21 versus number 10. So Garbage gets my vote for the first time in this bracket. Even though I freaking love that song, it's the first time I got my vote. And it's moving into the finals. But which way would you have gone there, Lisa?
Pretty, pretty poppies.
That was a tough one because, like I said, that was a dead heat for me. So.
Yeah.
And that means that the other side of the semifinals is going to be
No, you're right.
Junkhead by Alice in Chains versus Hand of Doom by Black Sabbath. So Alice in Chains or Sabbath, Phil?
Oh, this is my numbers 1 and 2, but I've been marking for Ozzy all day, so I'm going to stick with Hand of Doom. The song rocks. Never get
And
tired of it.
Dean? And Dean?
I'm pointing at my hand, the hand of doom.
Well, to be fair,
Fucking freezing.
And Jeremy?
And for me, and for me personally, Hand Doom's for number 13, Junkhead's for number 7. So Alice in Chains gets my vote. But which way would you have gone? Would you go, Lisa? It's still hot.
Ozzy.
Which means Ozzy moves into the finals. But which way, Max, would you have gone if I have to ask even?
There is no need. It's even blank. It's funny. I left it's on my sheet. I just left it blank next to that for the number and all the comments I write.
I lose everybody. Oh,
I didn't even fill anything
There it is.
in on Hand of Doom.
mile away. But that means the semifinals are over. And we can go into the third and fourth place matchup, actually. And it's going to get started off by me. And it's going to be for third and fourth place. It's going to be number 72 ranked The Pot by Tool from 2006 versus number 33 ranked Junkhead by Alice in Chains from 1992. And yeah, it's my number 7 versus my number 21. So Junkhead gets my vote. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
The pot.
And Max?
Junkhead. That's a hardcore fucking song too.
And Phil?
Junkhead.
Which means Junkhead does win third place, putting The Pot in fourth place. But which way would you have gone, Dean?
Like my mom calls it, the pot, as in, have you been smoking the pot?
Why, no, I have not.
We're not smart for pot smoking people.
And that means Lisa gets to start off the finals. And it's going to be in the finals, number 68 ranked Blood for Poppies by Garbage from 2012, or number 31 ranked Hand of Doom by Black Sabbath from 1970.
Ooh. I gotta give it to poppies.
And Max?
But still.
Sabbath.
And Phil?
I've been voting for Garbage all day, but Sabbath's my number 1. So
And Dean.
Look, I love Sabbath, man, but this particular Shirley Manson's got a voice on her, and I just loved Garbage's vibe. I always have. In this instance, I'm going Garbage.
I'm sure Max wants to say right now, yes, you are. But
you know what, man? This is one of those moments where I just love hanging with you guys and doing this. Fuck, I don't give a shit in the end, man. I really dig just listening to all your opinions and being with you and doing this. This is what makes it fucking fun. It's just a lot of joy for 2.5 hours talking about the shit we all loved growing up and the music that we love. So how can anything be bad in this?
Yeah.
Talking to like-minded.
what
I'm all
Which-
about it.
saying that?
Dean, are you on the pod?
that makes-
I mean, how could you are you on the pod? How could
Dean, you're on the pod again, aren't you? Here, I feel like I'm fucking. I got sacrilege going here. I better pot up myself.
I don't hate it. I love Shirley Manson too. So.
Mhm.
No doubt.
But that makes me, folks, the tiebreaker in the final. And if you don't know which way it's going, you haven't been listening to this whole show. But it's my number 10 versus my number 13. So by 3 spots, Garbage is the winner of the first part of this bracket. And they will move as the grand winner into the next part of this bracket, which, folks, in
That's
2 freaking weeks,
Mhm.
we come back to we come back to start the second part of this bracket with names like Billy Talent, Green Day, Aerosmith, some Rick Ross,
Mm.
some Disturbed, some System of a Down, a lot more Chili Peppers, some Megadeth for Andrew,
Nice.
some Skinnerd for Max,
I'll take that.
some more Sabbath, some Metallica, and
Nice.
some Beatles and some U2,
Ooh.
among others. I'm not gonna sit here and name every artist, but among others. And Grandmaster Flash. I gotta say that. I got.
Oh,
mention
wow,
that one.
cool.
I can't leave that out.
Cool.
But folks, come back in 2 weeks to see that. And remember, this Friday coming up, we are going to be starting off our Metal Madness brackets to fill the hole the Asylum left when we couldn't do it anymore for a while.
I'll be see you next time.
Okay, but Metal Madness Friday, starting off with Rankers Part 1 of Rankers 2019 Top Heavy Metal Songs. But come then, see who joins and see what fun it'll be as the metalheads gather once again like they did 2 weeks ago. But where can they find you, Dean?
You can find me all places Family Plot, and just look for Family Plot in all your favorite, podcatchers, including an episode we recently did with our True Crime podcast, which sounded really great, even though I said probably 3 million times. Also, you can find my books at my author site on Amazon, R. Dean Bose. So look for me there.
All you made me think of is the drinking game from How I Met Your Mother. But where can they find you, Phil, and non-existent Lisa at the moment?
Hold on. Just thought I'd plug Dean's book since we have it.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very nice.
The map of
Apple
Hollow.
Hollows. But you can find us on all the podcatchers that were alluded to previously at Pod, the podcast about nothing, to rip off Seinfeld. Got some good stuff coming up. We have Aaron's Audio Audible on a punk band from Holland that I think you'll appreciate, but join us for that. Yep.
Not Bangkok, Saigon Shakes and Bangkok Rocks, right?
No.
So
Hey, I can't. It's on the
I was
tip.
gonna say
Of my,
you love that album so much. I'm surprised you haven't done one on that.
Yeah, Tox Populi is the album by a
Never heard of
band
them.
called Disturbance. So you're gonna love
Is
that.
it? Oh, Disturbance.
Yeah,
I've heard of them. I never listened to them. But I've heard of them.
yeah.
Uh,
I'll get
and
this
Max,
project down eventually.
Where can they find you?
Well, in about 2 hours, you can find me on this network doing another show called The Pain Lair. Got a guest tonight, Jamie Dundee. And of course, as always, Rip Rogers and the producer of the show, Rob Wiles, will be there. I also do Wrestle Shoot on Tuesday nights. Of course, I do this show with you, Jeremy, and I do other shows with you, Jeremy, and I do other shows on this network. So pretty much, if you really want to track me down, just type in my name into that there Google machine you got sitting in front of you. That's with 2 X's, and you'll track me down somehow.
We should get Rip Rogers on one of these parts of this bracket. He's definitely just some drugs.
Do you want? The thing is, it's amazing. Rip doesn't know anything about music, man. If you want to talk baseball, that's different. But fucking,
I think
We'll
I
talk
think
some
I actually heard that. I think I actually heard that when I was watching the episode TJ's on.
Yeah, if you want to talk fucking sports with somebody, but it's got to be old sports and it's got to be the era from that he's within. But I'll tell you what he knows, he fucking knows like the back of his hand. So he's a lot of fun.
But folks, you could find Maniacal Music Musings on any podcatcher that was aforementioned. And you can find us on Facebook as Squatchy Largefoot, on Twitter and the Gram as Juggalo Bastard. And best place as always is YouTube. Everything we've ever done is on YouTube under Maniacal Music Musings. 300 plus episodes to go watch and enjoy, specials and regular episodes. 3 different co-hosts, all your one beautiful Jeremy, but it's all there. And pretty much everybody who's been on this bracket has been on the show at one point or another, except for Mr. to the right of me here, episode will be coming out in a few, maybe next month, I think. But come catch us in 2 weeks, folks, and remember every Friday check the regular episodes. Until then, everybody, have a good one, and be a Friday actually for Metal Madness. Forgot about that for a second. Have a good one.
Chab.